I think I forgot to do something there. Alright. Hello. Hi, people. Hello. This is a live stream of some kind, supposedly. I am here with many fellow other Stardew Pack creators to talk about some of the levels that we made for the entirety of the Stardew Valley OST pack. As some of you probably know, because this pack is 2 years old now, the initial release dropped on May 1st of 2023, so it's been 2 years since the first levels came out already. And somehow here we are, 40 levels later, or 40 songs later, like 60 something levels later, and a year and a half we made it to this point. So yeah, somehow this shit all happened, and it's kind of insane. So at the moment, I am joined by Absolacko, Massaroni, Iffydsu, Jack Black, HangyKing, who is deafened, and Celsi, and we're gonna just go in order of the levels that were released. So let's see here. I have to actually get my sources set up properly. I am very professional at what I do, I promise. I definitely stream more than once a year. So, starting off with the initial release, we're just going to go through all 10 levels in the order shown in the premiere, which is also the order they were initially released in. And I'm going to undeafen to talk with my fellow friends, and we will get going here.
My goat.
You are being
Just
monitored.
play whichever ones you want.
Oh, hey.
Oh, what? Hello.
Okay.
What's
Hey
up?
guys.
What's up?
So, yeah, I went over the whole spiel, and I think the audio is working. People in chat, if you could confirm that, that would be amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I'm starting with Junimo Kart Easy, the first level on the pack for a long time. All good? Sick, okay.
It's all good, man.
Wow.
Yeah, see, every time I record, I separate my audio tracks, and then whenever I stream, I forget to do that, and for some reason, when you stream, when you separate the audio tracks, it just doesn't play them. So, that's cool and whatnot. Anyway, Junimo Kart. This is the first solo level I ever made in this game. If I remember right. Because the only two things I made before this were Distant Stars and Raven's Descent, which I made both with Iffy, so this was the first time I really did anything under my own name.
Wow.
Good luck, have
crazy.
fun.
Good luck, have fun. It's very simple, but it's also Junimo Kart title theme. So I don't
shouldn't
really
be,
think
like,
this,
impossible.
It didn't. Well, Expansion 2 has
Well.
something to say about that. But yeah, I just figured I'd make something easy for an introduction to the pack. Especially when Stardew Valley Overture, which we're going to get to next, turned out to be really fucking difficult.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the intro, right? And
That
then we
was-
made it and we're like, what the fuck?
It was supposed to be easy, and then
Oops.
we all simultaneously went overboard.
No, my part was fine. Come on.
Well, okay. Annie went overboard, and then we were all just like, oh, whatever. Junimo Kart title theme is the most important song. You might be true. This song, like, it probably has the most history in this pack other than Raven's Descent, just because of how many difficulties there are.
Every time a new release for the pack drops, oh, time to play Junimo Kart again.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Which is why we're not able to do any more expansions, because I don't really think I can make the level any harder than it is.
You can always make a level harder.
You might be right. Alright, yeah, second track in the initial release was Stardew Valley Overture, which, as we were just saying, was supposed to be the intro, was supposed to be easy, and then we all played it and we're like, damn, this is hard. So then we didn't make it the intro, and decided to bump it up to advanced, because this used to be easy. And I don't know if I have any, like, working copies of the old pack anymore, but I think there's versions of the level that exist with the easy difficulty still. Which, decidedly not true. So, let's get to it. Celsi, you got anything to say about your part?
It's too fucking easy. I need to do better. It's way too easy.
You heard it here first. This part is way too easy. These lasers are flickable when you're not on Zen. Would like that to be known.
Not appreciated.
I'll play the easy version on normal when we get to expansion 2, just so I can flick the lasers. Alright, yeah. My part, it just kind of exists. I don't really have anything to say about it.
That's fucking real.
I low-key, like, didn't want to take this part of the song, too, I think, like, which is why it feels so uninspired, because it is.
I really like the background. I like the way it interacts with the chrome. It's like the stars are going down, or like stars are fading into the sky as the day is like dawning. I really like.
So that's like in effect entirely made from little homing bullets. This is just a default like nothing BG. This part is insane. I believe
Is this, like,
Angela
how many
fourth color.
playtesters?
Easy level.
Easy level, yeah. How many playtesters were there?
Like, I was
Easy.
just,
4 of us.
yeah, I was just gonna say. Okay, right.
I guess I can go into Stardew Pack lore with this too. The whole thing started with the group chat known as Soundu Valley, which was just me, Iffy, Celsi, Fourth, playing Stardew Valley. We didn't initially intend to make a level pack. It was just us playing the game. And then we made Raven's Descent, and the idea was floated around at some point. I don't even remember how it came about. It's like, what if we made a level pack to this? And that was in, like, March? Like, halfway through March, I think? So this whole thing was made in a month and a half.
Wow.
And Hangy was brought on board real late, which we'll get to with Tropicala. But basically, the entire thing was just, like, this level is literally low-key. Yeah, I don't... You're lying, I think. For most of the pack's existence, it was just the 4 of us.
That one is easy, like until I think the one part with the hugs in the middle with the stream.
Yeah, it's easy
like
until Annie's part.
I think that is like the only hard part of the level.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Like, I think, like, because we could have called it easy. It might have been a little bit harder than easy at the time, but we could have gotten away with leaving it at easy difficulty if it hadn't been for that part.
We need to dig up like the original first draft of that.
We do. It's probably floating around the group chat still.
Yeah.
Sounding tutorial. Thank you, Ash. You are correct.
True. So true.
Anyway, this is Wild Horse Radish Jam. This was initially meant to be an Iffy solo level. And then as I remember it, he ran out of ideas, and I was like, I'll do something for it, why not? And then I ran out of ideas, and then he finished it, and
then I had the ideas.
yeah, then you had the ideas. And do we want to talk about the planet, or do we not want to talk about the planet?
Let's save the planet, because I might try to get some use out of that at some point.
Right.
The planet.
Yeah, we
Very
don't talk about the
intimidating.
planet.
We don't talk about the planet.
See, basically, when I went into this, I was just trying to go for, like, 2 things. I wanted, like, a flowery, sort of, like, Easterish theme. And I wanted the patterns to be sort of SD Plus-like. And I think we achieved that with a lot of them.
We did, yeah. And that inspiration was definitely what I did with my parts, too. This being one of them. And this part is the only one that chokes me up on this level. I gotta be honest. Like, everything else about this level is easy except for this.
And I think it's mostly because of the homings, which
Yes.
I think I added to it.
You did add the homings. Those were not my addition.
So I'm sorry, everybody, but I'm not sorry.
This part was me except for the pluses, which you made, and we tried to fix on refresh rates numerous times. And somehow when we fixed it for 144, we broke it for 60, and at that point we're just like, whatever.
Literally whatever anymore.
Literally whatever.
Yeah, those plus bullets were another part of the flower theming I was trying to go for because they look like funny flowers.
They
Yeah.
look really nice.
And I should have done an arena position here, and I didn't. So, oops.
Lasers in an easy level.
Lasers in an easy level that basically don't interact with you.
Yep.
This part's also fundamentally unchanged except for the addition of the ripples, which, I mean, works, so. But this part is the last
there's
thing.
something about it.
This is the last part I did for this level, and then everything else is just purely iffy from here. And it probably shows too, but like, even when I wasn't necessarily doing SD plus stuff, like there's a lot of gravity there, I was very main game inspired with the parts that I made in this, and that gravity section feels like something you could see in a main game level.
Hmm.
Which is a lot of just what I do in general, I think.
So yeah, here's another part that people have told me is pretty tricky, which I agree with. It's very easy to lose track of the rubbers as you're trying to grab stuff, and you kind of run into them.
Which is ironic, because I've like almost never had issues with the rubbers. It's the homings that throw me off.
It's got to be one or the other, I feel like, for most people.
Yeah, definitely, to me, it is the homings.
And a classic data.
Which I always am afraid that those backwards bullets are going to hit you. They don't, but I always think that they can. Consistency. How about that?
Consistency.
Alright, next is Tropicala, which... Hello, Hangy, welcome to the call. Hello, Azure, welcome to the call.
Yeah, that sound was me joining. What's
Yeah,
up? Yeah.
that was definitely you joining. You haven't been here deafened the whole time? No, why would you be? So this one's definitely got lore to it, because it was made in less than a week, and this is basically the first time we ever spoke, was during the creation of this level.
it really was, yeah. That is true. Sorry I was deafened, by the way. I was ordering a, I already forgot the name of it, a queso bacon guac burger.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Oh,
I know that's right. Okay, so this is Tropicala, I don't know how you say it. This is
Tomato.
This is my first level for this project. I did make it in a week. Pretty much just because I don't really know why you reached out to me. I think it was just because I expressed interest in Raven's Descent, and also because E Eats Everything was a thing.
Yeah, I believe that was the entire reason, basically.
E Eats Everything ultimately was the reason that we reached out to you, yeah, because that level was really good. And we were like, yeah, it feels you would fit in perfectly with this.
Fantastic. So, yeah, you approached me asking if I wanted to make a level for it, and I totally did, because Stardew Valley is pretty good.
Yeah, it's an alright video game.
It's just pretty okay.
So I think that this level in particular is a little rough around the edges, just because I was still, pretty new to the editor. This is like my third level that was released at the time. But I wanted to get across like a windy summer day, which I think I did.
The clouds in some of the later parts, yeah, I feel like you definitely did, like, just with the background alone.
It's a little bit fast, because I was just so excited, I don't know.
I respect that.
So exited.
Let me click on the stream, that might help.
it tends to.
Let me
You
click
these-
on the stream.
The purple bullets on the outside, those are like meant to be grapes. I kind of tried to go for like a summer crops in Stardew Valley kind of look to some of these.
I remember that being one of the discussions we had about this level. It's like, what other crop-themed bullets would you be able to come up with?
Yeah, because one of the first drafts of this, I had some colors picked out, but they weren't. I didn't feel too strongly about them, but I changed them a little bit.
What is Nightbot doing? I don't know what you said, Waves, but I'm sorry about that. Nightbot's having some issues.
Stop spamming caps. L.
As fast as this level gets, it feels like stressful to play, but then like it's never like totally unmanageable. Which I really
Yeah,
like.
no.
It's, like, you know.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Hold on, I'm getting a voicemail from my mom about the queso bacon guac burger.
Uh-oh.
This is really important.
Yeah, I feel like despite the time frame this was made in and the fact that it is maybe a little rough around the edges, this is like still probably the best representation for this song possible.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'd say it works for what it is.
Definitely, definitely.
I don't love the free heart, but it's whatever. I mean, it's just like it is nice. There's a lot of levels in this pack, so having one free heart is probably not that big of a deal, right?
This
Yeah.
pack needs some free hearts.
It does,
Yeah.
yeah. And considering the unlock requirements that we eventually decided to go with,
Can we-
I shouldn't exit this folder.
Can we
It's
talk
good
about
that we have hearts.
Can we talk about the frickin' the practice points?
We do need to talk about the practice points. There's
Just,
interesting
just
lore behind
briefly,
this.
Just briefly, because I didn't have any practice points, and I was like, oh shit, I should probably make some. So I made some and then sent them over. And then we later found out that they changed, because Vale made some, like, just as a placeholder before I made some. And then the placeholder ones just ended up holding that place forever, because they're they're here now. And Theodore, I don't know what Theodore means.
Well, I know exactly what that means.
Well, yeah, it probably has something. It
Yeah.
probably has something to do with the challenge. But
Uh-huh.
like, I don't know
We'll get
why.
to that
I
later.
don't know why I wrote it there. I don't know. I don't know anything. I just learned to read yesterday, so this is all kind of new to me.
Yeah, my placeholder bookmarks are somehow just the ones that made it in, and I can't even find the ones that you sent me anymore. I've tried. I don't know where they went. So,
Dude, it's a mystery because okay, Theodore was definitely one of the ones that I put in.
yeah, no, that one's definitely one of yours, but all the other ones, this one might have been you. All the other ones, no fucking idea. Genuinely no
Hold on.
idea. Like, it's...
I gotta answer my mom about the bacon guac burger. Please talk about Raven's Descent now.
Okay. Raven's Descent is the very first one that we made for this whole pack, which wasn't even for the pack at the time. And that's back when we actually called it Fall's Raven's Descent, which was the whole title of the song. Because again, we didn't think this was going to be a pack, and people started referring to the level as Fall, which we're like, I don't think that's right. So...
Yeah, that would be awkward in the whole pack.
It
Oh yeah,
would.
here's fall, and there's fall, and there's fall.
Yeah, not the best naming scheme we could have gone for. So we changed that not long after this level was uploaded, which means I had to beat the level twice, but it's fine. This is still when I had like no list points, by the way. This level was made pre-gamer rules for me.
Oh, these are like apples falling from the tree, I guess. In season.
The first half of this is all iffy, so
They were just bubbles in my eyes, but like, you do you. Kind of similar to Tropical. I was going for like a windy day sort of theme with this intro.
because I mean there is
Because
a lot of
there's-
winds in this level.
Yeah, there are wind sounds.
Yeah. I'm in the wrong place here. That's fine. I haven't played this level in a year, so.
Yeah, there honestly wasn't a lot of like specific inspiration for these patterns. I just like kind of wanted to do something simple and easy because it's a really relaxing song.
Yeah, and then I ended up making the difficult parts of this level.
I did get into some time warp shenanigans in my part, which had dire consequences for other fall-related levels.
The next one, you mean?
Yes, mainly that one.
Well, I mean, also the fact that the third one was made by me and Hangy, like Hangy, known time warp enthusiast, gives the fall levels a lot of time warp rep.
Dude, I love
It is
time warp.
funny.
It's my favorite Canada word.
It is funny that you ended up involved with every fall level in some capacity, which happened for me with the winter levels, which is not a coincidence.
I did it for fall because you were doing it for winter.
Yeah, the winter thing was definitely not a coincidence.
Truly. Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that. I think it was... I don't remember who it was giving me live updates. Probably you, actually, Iffy. About
I think so.
the experience you had with this. I was like, oh shit, did I make this part like way too hard? Also, there used to be in the first time warp section, which I think is still really cool. There used to be I missed that hug. There used to be a dome in the middle to keep you from spawn camping the hugs that spawn there, which was the most clunky thing fucking ever. So I only got rid of it in expansion 2.
Don't forget the dome.
Don't forget the dome. Everyone
like that
forgot
was,
the
like-
dome, including myself.
That was like quite a last minute change, wasn't it? That was like towards like release.
Yeah, I almost didn't do that, but we were playing through everything again just to rank difficulty, and it got brought up. I was like, yeah, I should just get rid of that. If you Snowmeister
You can tell-
manifests new evil fall variant, what happens next is bountiful. Oh, you don't even have any idea. Oh, you haven't played this since the dome got axed? Yeah, no. It's a lot more manageable with the dome axed because you don't get shoved into the plus bullets anymore. It was not a good decision on my part, but I also had only been creating for 4 months, so. Anyway, we got this level, which I don't know how to play. Still, the fact that I have a 94 on it is pure luck.
Yep. Good luck.
Yeah,
So
I am the wrong one to do the routing here, but I will let the creator explain this while I just
Yeah.
weekly try to play the level.
Yeah, so this was the first thing I made, like, after the pack was conceptualized, aka not counting Raven's Ascent.
This was the second level finished, also, with Raven's Ascent being the first.
And yeah, once I knew we were getting a pack, I immediately hopped on this one, because, as we discussed in the last level, I love the winter themes. And, I got to end up being a part of all of them, so that's awesome. And yeah, this actually isn't my favorite of the winter songs, That'll Be Wind Can Be Still, but, I had more ideas for this one at the time. I didn't actually intend. I didn't intend for it to be a mirror, like a trail level, at first. But I realized a lot of the patterns could work with that sort of gameplay, so I wanted to like try and cater it towards that. I think.
And there weren't a lot of levels with this at the time, I think, which was part of it. You wanted to do something that stood out a little bit.
Yeah, I was trying to make something that was like slow enough where the trail was like manageable in a way that wasn't like annoying.
The fucking
I
second
feel
one
like
got the
I did
heart.
that.
I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, that happens. And yeah, it's a snow themed level, so like a lot of the patterns are sort of snowflake themed because I don't have like creativity in my brain.
Well, snowflakes seem to be a theme across all the winter levels, as we'll definitely soon see.
Yep.
Oops.
And yeah, here's the take a break part of the level.
With the part of the song that's just probably the most beautiful, in all honesty.
Yeah, this part of the song just like gives off a really empty vibe, which is why I didn't want to put like anything in here. I just wanted to be a really simple, chill section before the ending.
Trail is still rare is also a true as fuck comment.
Don't give me ideas.
No, give you all the ideas.
I'll find something.
It's kind of like hard to find. It's hard for me to like come up with a good.
I think we have one of the. I think Mass has made one of the best uses of a trail in a level for a different level in this pack.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah,
I'm
one's good.
I'm cannot wait to get to that one. Mostly because I can't play it. And it's gonna be fun to watch me just not know how to do anything.
Oh boy.
That one is really
I'm so-
fun once you learn
I'm
it.
so excited to watch that. Oh god.
Yeah, here's the end of the level. I don't really have much to say about this other than I did not consider what this part would look like if you don't have a high score. Because pretty much the only thing that lets you see the bullets in here is the score circle.
Yeah.
So if you have a very low score, it is incredibly hard to see in this part, and I did not factor that in when I was making it. Like, it is blinding here.
Trust me, I'd experienced that the hard way many times. Yeah, it's very routing heavy with the trail involved, but once you get to know it, God, it's fun. Because I used to know this level at least mostly at some point. And playing through that
There's also
ending
a-
part when you know the route is super satisfying.
Yeah. One other thing is that running theme with the winter levels is that this one is more of like a day sort of theme, and we actually didn't really plan on it until the end, but they kind of follow like the winter levels in order, follow a sort of like day progression theme.
Which is also convenient because the difficulty goes from the day one being the easiest to the night one being the hardest. Also not particularly planned at the time, but it worked out beautifully.
I think that was just like something I noticed and wanted to like follow up on with.
You were cutting yourself off every now and then. I just would like you to know that. But yeah, I do remember you saying that you came up with the idea for that after seeing the first two. That was like the big thing you put emphasis on when you wanted to make that. Moving on, we have the original Lava Dwellers, which is a level that is axed from the pack entirely at this point, and there is good reason for that. This is a level similar to Tropicala that was made in a 1 week time frame, because this was one that was slated to be in the pack and absolutely nobody wanted it. Add 1 of 3 for Monopoly, go. That's cool. Twitch ad breaks doing their thing. Thank you for giving me a little
I got a Home
revenue.
Depot ad.
Oh shit. The urge to renovate your house? Yeah, this level was made in less than a week, and even though this is one of my favorite songs in the entirety of the pack, I had no inspiration for this whatsoever. So I was just desperately trying to not be the one to make it. However, I ended up with it in the end and made something that was not very good. So we'll go through it anyway, just to have everything played on the stream, but I could forget about this level and die happy. And I don't really have any comments on anything here, because just, again, this was thrown together.
I think the main point of interest for this level is how they translated into the remade version of the level, which I think is kind of cool to look at.
Yeah, every single part in this level is in some way resembled in the harder version, which is going to take a while to get to, but...
Everybody turn on your photographic memories.
For
We're going to be testing you on these patterns later.
The intro, I honestly couldn't tell you what's the same, but this part, the linears that you see are translated into the expert version.
I really like the pluses in this part. I think it's a highlight of the level, for sure.
The pluses kind of came back in the expert in a different way, and god, they were harder in the expert version. Like, you could route these ones out, because they're always player-aimed 180 degree. The ones in the normal one, fuck my life. I didn't really translate anything from this part to the next one.
I think you
Except
pretty
for
much
the
took
heart
over
grab.
like the filters and the heart grab, yeah.
The filters I didn't even do either, though, because there's a shift filter in this part.
Ah, true.
This is pre me getting really good with using filters. I stole this heart grab from another level, and then decided that I would make it a little more interesting in the expert version later on. I think this part is the one that, like, really makes the level the level. Hitbox check is, like, the memorable section of this, and in the expert version, hitbox check comes back in a way harder way.
That part's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Even the challenge I made for the level is based off of hitbox check.
Yeah, hitbox check is like just the basis of this entire level.
Oh, I see how this comes back in the expert version too.
Yeah.
Like, no longer spinning, but like same kind of idea.
And you can definitely see how the ending comes back. Though,
God, the ending in the expert version is terrifying.
The ending in the expert version is just pure horror.
Oh my god, yeah, wait.
Lava Dwellers is back in a big way.
Note is now playing Switchblade. I should probably turn off my Steam notifications because someone's going to do something funny. Um,
I
there.
remember the first draft of the ending in the expert one. It was evil.
Okay, I put that ending together, not knowing if it was possible, and just asked people, tell me what to do about this. And then you guys found out it was possible. Once I reduced the linears and pluses a little bit, I was like, fuck me. So there were barely any changes. But we'll get to that in a bit, because talking about that level is going to be real fun. Just like talking about this level is going to be real fun. Because I started this level, I think, and then I gave it to Iffy under the impression that, like, I don't think I can do anything with this. And I'm glad I did, because, God, I didn't have any ideas.
Holy moly.
Let's get into another level that I don't know how to route.
So yeah, this opening is me. I don't know.
I think I had something here initially, but it got changed.
Yeah, I was just told we're making a hard level, and I'm like, alright, time to make scary tight pattern at the beginning.
Scary level,
And
but
it's not
scary.
even- It's not even really that tight. This part's kind of tricky, though.
It's the plus bullets in this part that are difficult to manage, specifically these streams. Because you have to find, like, the exact right time to get through them.
I do think weaving through the plus stream is a really cool idea.
I really like the, like...
Facts.
I'm saying.
This part...
Damn, I was just thinking the same thing.
So yeah, this part. It's
Shit's
impossible.
randomized.
It is literally randomized.
Yeah.
I had found out how to make spin rate inconsistent just for that part. And then this part is all me, I think.
Yeah.
Which is by far my best looking thing in, I think, this whole expansion. Or initial release, I guess.
Expansion 0.
Expansion 0, yeah. I love how this part turned out.
I feel like this looks different than how I remembered it. Did you add like filters at some point in production or whatever? Because this looks very different from...
This has
I
the
think it's
forgotten
always looked
filter
like this.
over the entire level, but I never changed anything in future updates.
Oh yeah, this part is also
What?
very scary.
This part is fucking terrifying.
It's iconic.
This
Oh,
is-
this is the
this part-
fireballs part, right?
Yeah, this is fireballs.
It's
That's what
literally
we get to route this one.
it's supposed to literally look like fireballs like jumping out of a pool of lava, like we're in Mario.
Also,
We're
fucking
Mario.
there
Yeah,
there are
I mean, it
some
works.
volcano
Oh,
mines
this-
creatures that like kind of do that. My involvement in this
Alright.
part was the big hug and the rubbers and the homings. Everything else that's in this part, including that heart grab that I almost missed, was iffy.
That you almost missed.
I think that was the hardest part on the level.
Yeah, I added the lasers, right?
You added the lasers and you added the heart grab, which is just
Those lasers
fucked
are
up.
what make the part so fucked up, and
Yeah.
I'm so proud of it.
Also, that heart grab, it's so easy to notice or to like forget that thing is there.
And here's my hug gizmo for the ending.
This is also extremely difficult.
It's very stressful, right?
A
at
lot
the
to pay
end.
attention to at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was really fun to make, honestly.
This one was fun to make until I ran out of ideas. But like when I was motivated for this level, it was super fun. The breathing exercise maze, it's patience mostly, I think, is the answer to that. This is the highlight of the initial release, if you ask me. And a level that was made in 2 hours. So the story goes.
Alright, yeah. That's pretty much the biggest takeaway for me. I had this 2 hours. That was like the hardest I popped off for the entire level pack, and oh god. This was like initially the hardest level in the pack. Clearly that's not the case now, but
We had to have it toned down initially just because there was no fucking way any of us knew how to do it. Like that was
no, yeah,
that was
I
the
mean,
issue.
I didn't anticipate an expansion, so I was like, fuck it, why don't I just... If it's gonna be the last level, why don't I make it, like, unbelievably difficult? And I was like, oh, that's actually kind of unreasonable.
And then there's the whole saga about this level getting voted to 7 points. Which it's
That's-
not.
That's
This
pretty
thing was
insane.
7 points on the list. There was a point where like this was like this was like in the top 5 on the list or something. Like, what was that about? Like,
Yeah,
now.
I gotta. Yeah, this level was in like the tutorium like comments when he was doing like the top 5 countdown to like the level list or something.
Beginning of
Is
chaos.
that comment still there?
No, all
I
the
hid-
tutorial comments were deleted.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not. You hit it. Oh, I respect that.
No, this happened at the farm like 2 or 3 years ago. You comment blocked tutorium, so it deleted everything that he posted.
Oh my god, it's all gone.
Yeah, it's unfortunately gone.
There's so much.
Yeah, there's
so
a
much,
few
like...
years of comments on there. Unfortunately, I download this shit pack. I like it is also missing, but
No.
That's a beautiful comment.
Why would you do that?
that comment.
This is
spent, like,
our shit pack.
that comment's been
I
immortalized.
download
in my,
this shit pack.
That comment's been
Oh, God.
immortalized in my Sound Dodger or Sound Discord Plus profile anyway. So
I download this beautiful pack. I hate it.
Clipping.
I download this beautiful pack. I hate it. Yup.
This
Oh,
part,
Lord.
I don't know what the fuck my thought process was. Again, I made this in like 2 hours.
I
I
don't
must have
know
been like a
either.
fugue state. This just kind of happened.
The shapes that you
Looks
created
cool.
in this part are fucking awesome, though. This part is hard.
Oh yeah, can't see shit.
I can't see shit.
This part,
Yeah,
this part is like the
part's so-
jump scare part.
There's just so many things to focus on, and these hugs on the outside are so easy to miss.
Yeah, I was just gonna say this part's so like, it's like suspiciously hard. It's so weird. There's like 4 things to it's like there's 4 like activities going on the screen, but like you have to focus
Those
on all of them at the same
fucking
time.
plus streams that just appear are so funny.
The big
Yeah,
hugs
the
take
jump
care of
scare
themselves.
part.
The pluses are usually not an issue. Those hugs on the outside are so easy to miss, and then the linears
here's
that
the
eventually
worm.
come in. I'm apparently the only person in history who like doesn't have any issues with this ending. Like, I feel like I'm the most consistent at this ending of anyone.
It became fine once I realized the linears are player aimed and aim to not hit you if you don't move.
Yeah,
That's the strat.
that is the strat.
It almost
That is
doesn't
the strat.
surprise me that you don't have any issue with that ending, Vale, because it reminds me a lot of the Lava Dwellers ending, like
Which-
the expert one.
That is precisely what I was aiming for.
I see.
What if instead of the yellow spiral appearing after the fade to white, it was a FNAF jump scare? Mmm. You might be onto something with
Oh.
that.
Oh,
Expansion
shit.
3.
Expansion 3. We gotta look back at this one.
Alright, Dance with the Moonlight Jellies is another one that actually had to have an anti-nerf. Because this one ended up being easy, but it almost wasn't.
Many such cases.
But it almost wasn't.
So, I don't really know. I don't have much to say in this level. It was my second time using Echo, first being Junimo Kart. I just kind of wanted to emphasize, like, blue, really. I just got the heart that I'm not supposed to get. Let's restart.
That was a heart that you were supposed to get.
That used
Isn't
to
that
be
right?
the heart grab, yes. And it was terrifying, so we got rid of it.
Brother.
And as Bean
Yeah, the jellyfish
notoriously
is
did in
awesome.
his last Sound Dodger Sunday stream, he just sat in the middle and got it, which was funny. I just decided to keep it there too, just as an homage to the original heart grab. Which there's
Yeah.
probably a version of this level in the old group chat that still has the old heart grab too. That'd be fun to find at some point. But yeah, I just wanted to emphasize on looks rather than anything else.
Yeah, I
I
can say the
respect
same
that.
about my part, which is this one. I just wanted to make
Wow.
something that looks cool.
Yeah, the
Just want to make something blue.
blue. This part is fucking
this part.
awesome because of the jellyfish bullets. This is also the difficulty spike of the level, but honestly, it's not even that bad.
Yeah, the jellyfish are iconic.
They
The
are.
jellyfish are so wonderful. There's so much bullet art in this flipping pack.
Oh,
Sorry, spoilers.
The
but, like, there's a
entirety
lot
of the
bullet art.
Gemsy Giant? Fucking...
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
It's,
There was the,
it's so
I need to
No
turn off...
spoilers,
I think
but,
I need to disable Nightbot.
what's up with the I don't use
It
Twitch.
keeps getting mad
What's
at people
Nightbot?
for spamming capitals, which I don't
Oh
care
my
about, but
God.
apparently Nightbot
Dude,
does.
who gaffed about capitals? Honestly,
Fucking not me. Which
I
is
mean,
Man,
except
who
for the
gaffed?
bot. Who
HangyKing
gaffed?
brings up a good point in chat.
Ooh,
about
there's
this level.
stars.
Idea YouTube link. Oh. Fucking
Oh, the link.
there's something hidden in my part that I think nobody knew about until I started talking about it. Can I fucking get Nightbot out of my chat? Leave channel. Yep, goodbye. Okay.
Gone.
Let's go into this one in the editor really quickly, just to spy on a easy thing to miss. At the very end of my part, there is a text object on the bottom of the screen that flashes for a very, very small amount of time. And I'm gonna have to add a source for this.
Oh Lord.
Let's just put my whole first monitor on here. Fuck it. Window capture. That's not the right. That's not the right source. I know how to use OBS, by the way. Display capture. That's what I want. All right. I don't know which monitor is which. We want this one. Ignore that. So, the link that is in the bottom goes to this. So yeah, this was from Iffy Stardew Perfection stream series,
Yep.
and it is just a bunch of fucking crab pots filled with trash during the Dance of the Moonlight Jelly ceremony. Like, that is just the premise of the video.
And when we go back to the level, you'll notice my practice point name is related to this.
It is, yeah, crab pots as far as the eye can see. And
yeah, I literally-
mine kind of has to deal with that too, with the raft being launched. When you realize you're allergic to coffee.
Oh no. No. We're not doing this again.
That's just kind of there.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, we can go over practice points for them all if we want to, but honestly,
Hell yeah.
the practice points in all of these don't really...
I probably don't even remember like any of my practice points from any of the levels I made.
Yeah, Junimo Kart is nothing. There's too many levels to go over all the practice points for them, so if there's any we're interested in, we can do it, otherwise, eh.
I know Horseradish Jam has like some of the funny ones, like it's like Boingus or something. What's it called?
I just
Boing-
want to...
Wait, Boingus?
Boingus?
Boingus is my Fallout New Vegas character. Wait.
I just want to highlight the I can't see
Boingus.
shit practice point of Forgotten World too. Featuring the
I
right
can't see
bracket.
shit.
I can't sheet.
She
Oh
said,
my god.
I stole that practice point for Hot 44.
you did.
Why do you always have to
Yeah,
say
what do we
sheet?
have in here? Lay hug section, big reeple. No spin rate waived.
No spin rate waived.
Borble.
Horrible.
Lasers in an easy
No,
level.
these are pretty good
The
actually.
gravity.
The gravity.
Hey, I know you sold all of your cauliflower already, but it's the end of the season, or because it's the end of the season, but I need one anyway. Thank you, Jody. That was a good one. Boing.
That was
Boing.
Hey boy.
Yeah, fucking
This is
Borble.
good.
Where the bubbles in the part like barely even affect you, which is great. So
I don't know where that name came from.
I did that. I know
No.
I did that one.
That name came from Mars.
Oh my god.
Now I respect the naming practice points with funny words that are unrelated.
There's a lot of
It's,
that in
it's
this pack in the
such a
future.
good method. I love that
Can we go
method.
Can we go over Johnny and Greg? Please tell me you know what I'm talking about.
I will do that once we get there, yeah.
Wonderful.
I guess yeah, let's move on to expansion 1 now. Expansion 1
Hell
featured
yeah.
10 new songs as well as the addition of challenges to most of the original levels and 2 of the new ones. So I'll just go over the challenges real quick. We don't have to spend much time on these. First one's Wild Horseradish Jam Challenge by Celsi. You made this very quickly, as I remember.
Yeah, that happened to be the case with like all the challenges I made. One idea and I just stick to it. Like, oh yeah, this works. Let's make it impossible. Pretty much every challenge I made had to be like toned down, I think.
Yeah. Pretty much. We actually
this was like
we left this one
immediately
alone.
after it was discovered that. Like,
That's a measure. You keep like cutting out.
Yeah, you keep cutting out like mid-sentence. There's a lot of hugs in this level. I just don't know where the fuck they are anymore.
For people watching, there are hugs in this level. If
Yeah.
you couldn't tell.
Did
I'm
you
looking
see
at it
it?
right now. I can't tell.
Did you see it?
Did you see it?
No.
Alright, yeah, I don't really think there's a whole lot to say about this one, but there is a whole lot to say about this one.
So,
Theodore!
Wait.
Ted Kaczynski.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, the son's name is Ted Kaczynski. Let me introduce you to him.
That is the one practice point. Turn camera tilt on if you're playing this level. If you don't, it looks like this.
okay, I'm here.
Oh.
Hello.
So, I guess my interface was doing that thing where it like delays my speech by like 3 seconds, and I didn't realize
Oh,
that was what it was doing.
Oh.
I thought that my internet was just bad.
I thought
Well,
that
you're not
my
cutting off
internet was
any- you're
cutting
not-
out.
Your microphone isn't cutting anymore, so
Yeah,
Nah,
you
it's-
definitely fixed
Yeah, I
it now.
fixed
this
it.
is for all of us. Wonderful.
Hi, jellorain.
Hi.
Hello.
I just
So, yeah. Anyways, this is the Ted Kaczynski level. I think, where did we get the name of that? We were like watching a Hangy stream while I was making this, I think, and Hangy just like mentioned Ted Kaczynski, and I was just like, "Yep, that's the son's name."
You made this at the farm. I literally have no idea like where the concept came from anymore.
I remember.
Like
I don't
the
know.
concept of the challenge, I
Raising my
remember.
hand.
I just don't remember why fucking Ted.
I remember.
It's relevant.
And
here.
I'm raising my hand. I'm raising my hand.
Go ahead.
It's the oh, there's a Stardew stream that I was doing. One of my friends made a Ted Kaczynski character.
Oh, okay.
What did he do? Did he like
Hmm.
people or what?
He just looked.
He just looked.
He looked like that.
Something that also needs to be
You look like
talked about with this is the background, like having that awesome like look to it, is all domes.
Yeah, so this is actually a center enemy only level. That's what the sun is, and
Oh, what
I actually
the fuck?
I use domes to encase a part of the arena outside of the center, and that's why the twist works that way, where it revolves around the sun
Yeah, if we
instead of
turn
around the center of the arena that I gave you.
if we turn the domes off, we can freely explore everything here.
Yeah, it's just a small part of a very big arena.
What the fuck?
You have free will. Oh
Supposedly.
wow, 1,000 size. Holy smokes!
We gotta drop the free will version of this challenge where there's just no domes.
The
Well,
free
it'll be
will
free
version.
then. What the fuck?
The Icarus
Free.
version where you can go too close to the
Fucking Icarus version. I'm crying.
I just put like a
Oh, that's
I
good.
just put like an invisible like bubble like all around the sun. If you get too close to it, you just die.
Oh lord.
The next one is probably one of the most innovative challenges we have in this whole pack, which is the Raven's Ascent challenge by Haganugs. Those who know.
I don't.
Those who knows.
I don't
Uh,
know.
You two were both literally involved. Sound off
Was
reference.
I?
Anyway,
Huh?
Hangy's name on the sound off voting sheet.
You guys don't know.
Oh.
You guys don't know.
I was like barely paying attention to that at all. But I do remember that happening.
Oh, okay. So we have forced slow here. which is
this is like the only level ever that does this, right?
it's a
Yeah, I
cool
think
thing.
so.
I think it hasn't been done much if at all. So like even like forced power up challenges, the only other one I can think of is Image of August.
Yeah, from the
It's
regular
like
ass game.
nobody knows about that one. So yeah, this is a pretty cool concept. And Raven's Descent is like far and away my favorite fall song. And
It's pretty good.
seeing as it was the first level, I was like, oh, would it be funny if I did this? Uh, this is probably still my favorite level that I've made in terms of this pack, I would say. Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was really fun watching you make this, mostly because of the Force Slow and how it hadn't been done, like, ever before. And it was just fun to see how this came
Cool
together.
finding.
And it's really fun to play, too.
Yeah, like
I'm
solving
glad.
the puzzle of it is really fun. To,
We've
like, figure
got
out.
2 challenges for Nocturne of Ice. We'll go over this one first, the one that Hangy and I made.
It's the damn knowledge.
It's the damn knowledge.
I just picked this part of the song because that like noise there. I thought I'd do some reverse time warp to it, so I did, and no one stopped me.
I encouraged it because I was working on this level with you.
I do like how you added the evil filter when it happens.
Yeah, because it's kind of a low noise. It sounds evil, so.
And everything else, which
And
is what
my,
I did
That's my only contribution, aside from one very minor detail at the
at
end.
the
but
end,
everything-
yeah. All the other gameplay which I made is just like heavily inspired by the ending of the original level with all the twists and whatnot. I just wanted to put my own twist, pun intended, on it.
Oh, that's a bar.
Let's
Oh, that's
fucking
a
go.
bar.
Somebody clip that.
It's not necessary to clip that. It's just not.
It is.
And this might be one of the most terrifying heart grabs in any of the challenges.
Cruel and unusual.
Anyway, the text that just went by on the outside that looks like snowflakes was Hangy's other contribution here. But yeah, this fucking heart grab.
Is that how you get it?
Yeah.
That was like,
You guys
I
are-
just
you
like
guys are-
looked
you guys
at
are-
like the one pinned message that has all the special text characters. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, right.
It's in levels chat.
Yeah, that thing.
And I was like, what's like a triangle? Okay, this is a triangle.
This is a triangle. Right.
And then we have this one. Which, despite the fact that it says it was made by Iffy, it was actually me who... I did this, unfortunately.
I was talking about the concept of this, and then Vale ended up making it for some reason.
And then you beat it.
And then it got put into the pack.
Yeah.
Iffy, you're fucked, man.
And then it got put on the challenge list.
And then it got put on the challenge list.
Oh yeah, that's on the challenge list.
And is now currently
Is it
the
out?
hardest challenge on the challenge list. Understandably.
That's kind of funny.
So yeah, believe it or not, the backstory of this level is me going, "Hey, wouldn't it be funny if like the trail was actually shadow clones this level?" And what do you know?
It became extremely funny.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty goofy.
This level is actually like very manageable for the most part. It's mainly just the last part that's pretty scary.
The last part is basically fucking impossible.
Especially like the last like half second of the level, where the arena just shrinks and you just have to get just enough room between you and the clones to survive at the end.
This is like one of those things that happens and you let the thoughts win.
Yeah, this is basically just what this is.
It really is the last half second of the level, huh? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It really just is.
Like 90% of my runs that I lost were to that.
That part is just not meant to have shadow clones. Alright, we have Lava Dwellers next, which I can't do for my fucking life, but it's fine, I guess.
It's a weird one. I had 2 ideas, which is I wanted to do something with rap, and I wanted to do something funny I had in mind with domes.
I don't know how you're actually meant to get there.
And It was partially inspired by hitbox check in the normal level.
Using wraps to get to the right place in this level is just so difficult to figure out.
What in the world? I don't remember this one being this hard. Holy shit.
I'm also not
It's
where I'm
very
supposed to
hard.
be in that part.
So yeah, the main gimmick of this level is a ring of domes, and only some of them do affect bullets. And there's just a ring of bubbles, and you have to get to the right spot in the arena.
Wow.
Which wrap is enabled for, so if you're in the wrong place, you can get like to the opposite side very quickly.
Which especially helps with this part, because in the second half it's only one dome instead of two.
Yeah.
So if you need to get around the arena very fast, the wrap does help. And this fucking heart grab.
Yeah.
This shit is diabolical.
That heart grab is
It's almost
messed
trying
up.
to hypnotize me.
This one. This
boy.
one is fun. To
boy.
put it out there, there's two versions of this challenge. The original one is, I think, lost to time at this point, unfortunately.
Nah, it's still in my files.
You have the one with all the rainbows in it?
I think so.
I
Or
need
if
that
I think it's the same
immediately
version.
if you have it.
I'll see what I can do.
That's a hug.
Yeah, this was a funny challenge I made. Did you go over for this parody? Or I was definitely...
Not on stream, no.
Okay.
This challenge began on a Hangy stream where me, Iffy, and Celsi were all in a call and in the stream chat just telling him to put straight bullshit down in the editor. There's also a heart in here somewhere that I completely missed.
It's tiny.
Yeah. But there are some great screenshots that have been circulated through Sound Discord before of just Hangy's webcam in pixels because of the because of,
Yeah,
of
because the bullshit filters that you were telling me to put down were really fucking heavy on the bitrate because there's echo
Yeah.
background.
Collect my pages.
Let's see if I have one of them that I can probably.
That's not even one of them. Collect my pages isn't even one of them.
This is.
Different ass thing.
Oh, I gotta see
You're
this.
not really able to make a single thing out here, which is just kind of what happens when the challenge is being made.
This is a fucking abstract art painting. I want to get this framed and put it on my wall, dude. It's so good.
You cannot tell a single thing happening here at all.
Can you send that in the? Can you send that in the channel somewhere?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thanks, because I might legit print that out.
This shit look like the Mandelbrot fractal.
There's
Oh
also
god, no.
there's one pinned I think from Celsi, and yeah,
This
here we
shit's
go.
an inkblot test.
This one is a little more visible, at least. This is the kind of shit that was going on. Not that you can really tell what's happening here, but you can at least see that there's a big hug now. So yeah, that was.
Oh yeah, the player was big initially. That's right. That
Yeah, the
other
player
circle
was-
is definitely the player.
Yeah, there was a bubble. I think the player was fucking massive.
Yeah, because I wanted to do like some weirdo shit. You know, I think I was just fresh off the presses with the Raven's Descent challenge, and I was like, let's do some more weird shit nobody's ever done before.
That was
How
certainly
many
achieved.
levels are there with, like,
So I tried to make the
five
player
levels?
size the max that it can be, which is like I think it's like 12.75 or something.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't work. But
It didn't work.
The last one from the original level is this Forgotten World challenge, which I'll be honest is kind of uninspired, but also does feature just a fucked up heart grab. And also is 100% doable without zip. You can flick everything if you really want to. But why would you? That's messed up and evil.
Who would want to though?
I already messed
right?
this up. You're supposed to do that. It's alright. Now, in theory, you're supposed to zip here, like this. But if you want the heart, yoink.
Wow. Oh, that's tricky.
The timing on that is messed up.
You can also flick through it.
You can also flick through it.
That is
So
an
I'm
option.
surprised I didn't
Yeah.
do, because I am notorious for flicking through every hug in existence. Anyway, on to the actual expansion 2 levels. We had 10 new ones and then a new Junimo Kart version, because funny. So we'll start off with the Junimo Kart. The immediate change is the text on the outside. Instead of have fun, it's now good luck, because the level did get a little harder. Or so they say.
You are no longer allowed to have fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's no fun in this version.
You can't have fun anymore.
The next harder version should just say like "you're fucked" or something.
Well,
wasn't there a
Basically
version
the
of
same
where-
thing.
I'm legally not allowed to comment on that right now, but
Wow.
I will keep that in mind.
Bro, who did you sign?
Wasn't
an
there a
NDA
version?
with?
Wasn't there a version of? There was like a version of that intro where it just said "Hello, bro" or something.
That is the expert version.
Oh, I missed it. Oops.
Which, no, you didn't miss it. That's expansion 2.
Ah, right. Okay.
So yeah, big differences from this version to the previous one is there's now 4 streams here and 4 player aim bullets, which is a lot fucking scarier. Waves here are a little bit bigger with a little less space in between. There's 3 homing bullets on each side, and the plus bullets that are just kind of doing whatever on the outside are a little more present now. This part, little bit tighter, and also adds these funny fucking plus bullets that are really weird to route out.
They messed me up so bad.
And to be honest with you, I didn't place those there with any intent. The fact that they worked the way they did was purely an accident. Big Hug also gets a little harder to get. And it's pink.
Hey, it's pink.
This level
It's like
is... there's a lot going on here. This level was the reason that the deadline got pushed back from September 1st to September 6th. And also, holy shit, it's hard.
Howie.
You're chilling. We were pushing the deadline anyway with a lot of other things. So the parts in here are not also in order necessarily. The first one here is mine, which this part had like 10 different looks. I changed the gameplay to it a million times and just settled on this one, ultimately. I don't really have much else to say about it, and we get into Jello here.
Yeah, Azar added a really fucked up part to this.
It's a really good heart, though, honestly. And also, it's super early in the level, which makes shattering on this level easy.
I don't think I told you about it until
You did? I didn't know about it
Yeah.
until the level dropped. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you saw it for the first time there in Premiere, if I remember right.
Yeah. Oh my god,
Oh,
this
boy.
pattern is so unholy. I was on some like other shit building it. I was like, I'm like, okay, here's how I'm cursor dancing through it. How do I build a fucking contraption to force you to do the exact same thing I just did?
Weaponized cursor dancing.
Oh, I so respect that building strategy.
And I don't
Just
know.
like, how
I think
can
I
how can
just
I-
kept doing that on every level after this. And I'm like, it's weird that this is the one that started that for me.
You did a
Yeah.
really good
It's
job
like-
of it on Nature's Crescendo, which is the one after this, I think, so.
Hello
Oh, hell
Hangy's
yeah.
part.
This is Hangy, at this point. We've got Time Warp galore, which is probably the giveaway. And this part is fucking scary.
fun.
It's just bubbles and homings, but god, it's scary.
It's just kind of a mess. I don't know.
It's so
I just don't know how to,
peculiar.
like reliably do
It's a
it.
good. I mean, it's a good mess. It's like, what's the word? It's disorienting, but it's good.
It's extremely disorienting, which is where the difficulty of it comes from.
Yeah. Ooh.
This awesome hug contraption.
Solve my flower.
That's a bullseye hug, or I guess flower hug.
The hugs in
I
this
like
part
bullseye
never
hugs
used
better.
to be here, so every time I go through this part, I forget that they're there.
Hey, don't forget about the hugs in that one part.
Anyway, this is my part.
The first
Me,
of
me and
three.
HangyKing are like the two most different people like you could put together on a level for this.
I can probably agree with that.
Anyway, I got added to the Sound Do squad like fairly late in the expansion 1 process, so it was kind of too late for me to do anything except this.
I was afraid you were going to say no. That's a fun thing that doesn't get talked about much.
Yeah, I think you were like talking to me about that at some point.
Yeah, I wanted you on this for a really long time, and I was just scared to death you were going to be like, nah, I'm good.
Pink jump scare.
Pink's jump scare. Yeah, the one part of the level that uses pink.
That anyone could be scared of me, but whatever.
I wasn't like a person that like
You'd be surprised
was attached to much in this community at the time. Like, I had the initial release going for me, but I still wasn't really much of anyone. So I was like, you probably wouldn't want to work with somebody that like has barely existed in this community.
Holy shit.
I mean, I'm open to anything, anyway.
I just remember the time I missed the fucking hug in this level in the
run
that I beat.
How in the hell did you beat it on that attempt?
It was such a fucked run. I think something earlier happened too during it. It was just, I don't know. I feel like this level is like in terms of difficulty, it's like the chromatic aberration of this pack. If that makes sense.
I totally see that.
Yeah.
You know,
like when you beat it, you're like, yeah, I'm moving
sure.
on to like the harder levels now, kind of thing. I guess it's like a big hurdle.
It's a fucking gigantic hurdle. And this ending is just
it's also
scary.
made with a crunch deadline and mostly by Azure.
Yeah.
Well, not mostly by Azure, but it has Azure on it. That's another cool simulator.
It is actually mostly by Azure.
I feel like by volume, like I have the highest percentage of level in this level, but okay.
I do really like how Azure's part is like taking the ideas.
Yeah.
I don't want to say like stealing, but like borrowing the ideas from my part and like making them like actually hard and like clean. It like cleans them up.
Yeah, and then after Cherry Blossoms, it does a really good job of like continuing what I did too.
That's generally what I try to do in like all the mega collabs I do. Like I do that in my stress part too, which like my part in like stress is like sort of a combination of what like Gel and Veil do in their parts.
Yeah.
So, I like trying to bring like a little bit of cohesion to mega collabs, just like smush people's ideas together in interesting ways.
And I really do appreciate that because it really makes it feel like it's one level instead of a bunch of tiny baby levels smashed together, which is normally what mega collabs are.
The summit celebration in question.
Yeah, that's.
I did not do that for Summit Celebration.
Yeah. Everyone did their own thing on Summit.
That's what makes it cool.
Alright, next up we've got the level that I find the most fun in this expansion, which is Nature's Crescendo.
Thanks.
This is... It is just so satisfying to route through.
Yeah, ooh.
I beat this one. It is like...
This is still the hardest level I've beaten.
Goddamn.
It's been long enough that I forgot what this looks like, and oh my gosh, that green in the background is just so nice. I'm proud of myself for that.
The color scheme on this is so good.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of really good shift filters.
I guess the main thing I wanted to play with here was just like taking one pattern and then just like sprucing it up on the repeat. It's like, I don't know, it's like the same pattern, but it just looks so much prettier in the second go. Because I mean, that's what the song is doing, right?
Yeah, because it's like the same thing, but the song intensifies.
It just like adds some extra flavor to it. So like, shit, let's do the same thing. Let's just add some flavor.
I'm in the wrong part.
What the fuck are you doing?
What?
Hold on.
The secret route.
I was supposed to do that.
You would think I'd remember how to play this fucking level. Considering I think I was like I had the most involvement in playtesting this for a while.
Wow.
No wonder you think this level's easy.
I thought it was hard when I first playtested it.
This level is so easy.
Yeah, now I really don't agree with this level being 3 points.
Okay, as someone who's beaten this, I don't disagree with flat 3. It's like a little higher than like I would put it, but like it's not a rating I would go out of my way to revote. But...
I didn't think 2.63 really warranted a revote though either. That's the thing.
There's
like,
really
I felt like
not
that
really
was
a
fine.
difference. There's not really a difference between the two of them.
Well,
It's
you
just,
get a
True.
gamer roll for it now, but I mean, other than that, like whatever. It's like 0.4 of a difference.
That's
oh,
It's
I
cool.
love the heart. Cool heart.
Tragic.
Cool heart.
I hit the hitbox. I just want that to be on the record.
Well, clearly
This
you did.
part makes my hand shake every time.
Like, it's terrifying.
Shoutouts to player aimed streams. I mean, they're not really streams, but they're like kinda streams.
They're streams in spirit.
They're literally
They're
they're streams.
basically
I
just
see that.
streams.
I mean, no one makes player aimed streams. I don't. I thought it would be really funny to just force you up next to the enemy and just. It was a little bit mean. Oh, here's the hedge maze. This is the whole reason it got
It's
reloaded
hedge.
because
Head maze time.
a certain someone had a particularly bad experience with it. Can't imagine how that would happen.
My condolences to.
No, it's a
I'm
certain
assuming
someone.
I'm assuming.
It's a certain someone.
There's a few certain someones, all of which are in this server. I think. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hey, this is quite a challenge. I would agree with that.
What do you think of my
I'm
cool
remembering
spiral?
my completion for this, where I just like took a horrendous route on that ending for no reason.
I beat this in
Oh,
a
did
call
you do
with like
that?
8 people in it, and I don't know how I did that. Like I can't beat things
Wow.
when people are in a call with me. This is also the
Yeah,
the
it's kinda
first
crazy.
time I ever made it past I think it's the first time I ever made it past like the slowdown section in the middle without being hit. It's like I really fluked this.
Do you like how I align that enemy so that it'll start shooting the spiral when it's in the middle of the big wave?
Yeah, no, I loved that.
I hope someone noticed that. I was really proud of it.
It's not
I
something
spaced
you
out.
notice. It's more like something you feel. You know.
Yeah.
That's true. A lot of stuff does that. Yeah.
It's your enemy.
Anyway, this level's good. Jelly, you should make the levels.
It's not like I'm not trying to do that.
Next, we've got Ghost Synth, which, as we alluded to with Raven's Descent, takes the time warp bullshit and brings it to a whole new level. And I think this is the first time me and Celsi collabed. You can very much tell we had 2 different ideas with what to do here. But even still, the level turned out pretty fucking awesome. Especially
Gosh, synth.
that one time warp section of mine. Like, I think besides Ancient, is probably the best thing I did on this expansion.
Is this a level I beat live during a sound off hotfix? I think. That's
I think you did, yeah.
I do recall that happening. Yeah. Oh boy.
And my part can be broken down into 3 distinct sections. The first 2 are just kind of whatever, and then the third one is the one that, like, stands out. And also has homings that you can just phase through 3
Oh
quarters
yeah,
of
the
the time.
ghost stream.
That's the real ghost of this level, is just those homings.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll hurt you, sometimes they won't. Anyway, this is the part in question.
This part's so fucking cool.
This is like, yeah, this is like one of my favorite like examples of. I'm actually not sure what I'm about to say. Like recycling bullets and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, like changing its shape but keeping the hugs there. I know what you mean.
It gets like transmogrified.
Yeah, I guess.
Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
It-
same big hugs,
like-
and the linears just change their shape.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're like on screen for a while, but they play differently. See, this is like, it's like environmentally friendly use of bullets. Like you're keep using them. You know, just the edge.
Scary level by scary.
Yeah,
This
this
is
part's actually terrifying.
That's a
I can't
big
tell you
helmet.
how many fucking
The
runs
ghost
I
is
lost to this
hunting.
plot.
This like
Got any
this like
orbs?
style of Celsi gameplay is like always so nerve wracking to me.
Yeah, it's always just so fun to look at, though.
Because like
It's just a whole lot, but I respect it.
I love this ending too. Gives you like enough time to get everything, but you can't slow down. But like if you just go at a steady pace, you can do it reliably. Just like don't get scared. kind of thing.
Don't get scared is the hard part.
It's a ghostly
Just not get
triangle.
Fucking
Oh,
hug.
the game.
At least I didn't miss any of them. That gradient on the end screen too, gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Wow.
That's what we like to see.
I gotta go over this one. D4 is around, joined this call earlier, and then just said he doesn't really have enough to talk about to warrant being here, so I will talk about this for him. I don't really have anything to say about it, but funny visibility gimmick challenge.
Wow.
It's done in like the most D4 way possible too.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I
feel
think
like
I
there was-
literally sight read this challenge, by the way.
That's like kind of how you have
Those are
to.
bursts.
Yeah, these are bursts.
Yeah.
Fucked up ending.
Like
This ending has
beat it on
led
the
to
first try.
many funny moments.
Yeah, it has.
You are
Green jump scare.
This is
It's like
why
when you see the
permanent
night
amber
market-
filters always spook me.
Yeah. The night market color palette is very interesting once you see its actual colors on the end screen. Anyway, we got this fucking level now.
The,
I love this
dusk
level, no
of the,
bias.
Yeah, the dusk of the winter levels. I want to beat this at some point in my life ever.
I've come so close so many times. I'm sitting on a 2-hit right now and I'm pissed about it.
So yeah, this
You're
was like
sitting on, like-
before. This was still like before the like day progression theme of the winter things was conceptualized. It just like happened to work like that.
Yeah, I started this. I initially took this one as a solo because this was before Iffy wanted to do all the winter ones or at least vocalize it. So I came up with the color palette and it just happened to be like that. All this beginning stuff is me. I did the intro. I did the snowflake because snowflakes are just legally required in every winter level for some fucking reason.
They're legally
Well, it's winter.
Legally.
There's snow.
Snow
It's
happens.
thematically appropriate.
No way.
I suppose, yeah.
Holy moly.
I love six-way symmetry.
If you get hit on this part, your score dies. I'm sorry about that, but it's worth it for the snowflake.
That is like
Um,
consistent with a lot of the sound
Definitely
view levels,
don't get
isn't it?
hit.
Like they're
Low
very
key
harsh
just,
on score.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you focus on visuals over scores. Level look pretty, but you get hit and, oops, sorry. You're gonna die.
Enjoy your F. Enjoy your F rank.
Yeah, enjoy your F.
You're gonna die.
That's
So
like
here's the infamous
ultimately...
anxiety part.
Yeah, those fucking panic attack homings. As Azure coins when the premiere came out.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah,
actually
they get
made
that.
the main structure of the bullets in that part, and I just added the tiny ass homing bullets.
Wait,
to
what,
it.
Yeah.
what did I say?
You called those like little homings panic attack homings. Which is like the truest thing ever.
Yeah. I also love the Bandcamp logo homings that are along the through the center.
Is that what those are?
No.
Oh.
The little
uh,
little like teal ones. It's like Bandcamp
Ah.
colored.
Bandcamp colored. I.
This
Here
part
we have
is
the
heart grab incoming.
First Bandcamp theme.
yeah.
style
This is the
level.
part grab incoming part. I'm really proud of how I got the visuals in this part. I think this part is so satisfying to look at.
Wow.
Let's see if I can do a heart grab incoming. Nope, I got it.
There we go.
Whoops.
It was in fact incoming.
It was in fact incoming. The original version of this level had zero size ripples on the outside, like here. Those have
Yeah.
since been removed because of sound off, actually. We made an edit for that where I got rid of them, but I just got rid of them in its entirety.
Yeah.
Zero.
Probably because having invisible bullets in your level kind of sucks.
Yeah, generally not a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, this part is routing hell.
I still don't know how to do it. Like I've seen people do this
Same.
like 10 times, and I don't know how to do it.
Another thing I noticed that it kind of darkens towards the end of this level, which further plays into the winter theming.
Yeah,
we
it
ended up
does.
going with.
And then, like,
Wow.
ultimately with the ending, the way it came down to me was you have more time to get those big hugs than you think you do, so just be patient with them. Because, like, you don't have to go for them right away, and all those homings in the beginning are just gunning for you. Next is Night Market, which I find to be one of the visually most appealing levels we have.
It is very pretty.
Yeah, I made this one on my shitty laptop in Wisconsin on a bed for the most part.
Dude,
And
how-
for being made in those conditions, it turned out really fucking good.
It turned out really, really good. Considering that laptop would explode if you even tried to open the editor nowadays, yeah.
But yeah, I try to like just kind of like match the vibes of being in the night marketing game with these colors. I also sort of went for a bioluminescent theme because of literally just based off the fish you get in the submarine in the night market.
This was before
Yeah, I think
submarine theme was claimed,
Yeah.
I think. Even though Azure, you claimed submarine theme before expansion 1 even came out. Like,
Yeah,
you were on that shit.
it's a good song. You
It
can't
is.
blame me.
Oh no, I can't blame you at all. I haven't actually played this since I beat it
Also,
a year and a half
also
ago.
worth noting, I haven't. I have never like played Stardew Valley. Well, I think like I played briefly with you, but like it's not. It wasn't ever in like a capacity where I was like committing to it that much.
Yeah, I think you joined us for like one of the first days we were on, because there's a really
Yeah.
great clip of me placing a bomb somewhere where I can just see you in the frame.
Oh, in game.
Yeah. No,
my
I put
God.
it on someone's doorstep.
Bringing up really great clips reminded me of the fucking dog incident.
Sorry, the what?
That was so
What's that?
unfortunate.
Streams that
The fucking the dog.
I was out all night drinking at the tavern, and I had to get home before 2 a.m. so I didn't pass out and lose all my shit. And I get in the door at like 1:50, and the dog is sleeping in front of the door. And I can't move past it, and I'm like screaming at the dog, and everyone in the call is laughing at me.
I was watching it happen too because it was my
And
house.
yeah, this is in Vale's house, not my own house. Because if I went to my own house, I had like a maze of kegs and sofas leading to my bed, and I wouldn't have been able to make it through in time. So I went to Vale's house instead, thinking it would be a clear cut to the bed.
And it would have been if it weren't for the dog.
I just want to say I really love the tiny plus parallel streams in that level as well. It just looks really satisfying. It's like the ripples on the water and things.
Everything about this level just looks so satisfying.
It does.
Oh, night
You know,
market.
this might have been made around the time I did my was this the same like trip where I did the left to right my left to right part?
Yes.
For context, I also made that on my laptop while I was in Wisconsin, I think.
Yes.
So I might have made that around the same time as Night Market was made.
Next up, we have the teaser level that was released for Expansion 1, which was Icicles. For every release, I uploaded one level early just to like kind of fit with the Raven's Descent thing, just to give like a teaser for the next level set coming out. And I chose this one just because it was the only level that I had finished at the time, though. I think thematically this level was also just, it warranted releasing early. The icicle bullets are still, I'm proud of these.
Yeah, that's such a great idea. I love the like big hug droplets at the bottom of them.
Yeah, I initially didn't have those there, but the part just like, you didn't have anything to do until I put those there. So I was just like, what can I do to spice it up? Put some big hugs right by the tops? Like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Made it a lot more involved, and I mean, it just still looks sick.
It looks like
It's really fun.
weird droplets coming off the bottom. It'd be cool if only the droplets were gravity affected.
It would be cool too,
That'd be
but I thought like
fascinating.
having the idea of just like the icicles falling down at the end of the part was
Yeah.
something that I had in mind since the beginning.
That was a cool transition too.
Yeah. Like that transition, I spent a lot of time just making that look good.
They
Then-
gotta add like super obey gravity or something,
Super big gravity.
so that you can do the
That's a
droplets and then the
fascinating idea.
icicles.
Having multiple channels for like gravity and twists and stuff would be cool.
Yes.
I'm
Make
honestly
my levels
still
more
kind of
unpredictable.
with.
Yes.
This part, like, thematically doesn't make as much sense as the icicles themselves, but then you can kind of look at it as, like, melting water coming from the middle, which is the way that I try to justify this, and I feel like it still fits. And then there's a mini snowflake, because icicles.
Because icicles.
Every level
I
must have a
respect that.
snowflake.
This is true.
Next we have taking the message to the people.
Stop! Oh my god. I can't believe you right now.
It's literally in your notes.
You didn't have to call it that, though. Oh my.
I don't know how to play this one. It's there's some routing involved that I'm not
It's
It's
familiar with.
peculiar.
Definitely peculiar.
It is definitely peculiar.
Okay. So, I made this themed around domes for no reason. That was my thought process. There was initially like some crazy bullshit that was happening for this, but I scaled it way back. This beginning had like rubbers and shit in it, and there's a whole different color palette. It was wild.
Yeah, the color palette
chose
with this was unchanged with just an accent filter, a bunch of them on for a time.
Yeah, I think it has, like, right now as it stands, there's an accent filter over the whole level. I like this part, actually.
This part is fun.
I mean, I like the
Joker
dome
hugs.
animation. The dome animation idea is cool.
I got
I
stuck
don't know
in
about
the
the rest
middle
of
of the
it.
domes there somehow. That's cool.
This part, I totally fucking ripped off Silly Achilles for this.
I was about to call out Silly Achilles, but I thought it would be like making fun of you or something, so I didn't do it. I didn't realize it actually was that.
There's the mosquitoes.
There's the
You
chose-
chose the Silly
I
Achilles.
chose this song because I made a project in high school, like a history project in high school, where I rapped over this over this funky fresh
did?
beat, dude.
Yes.
And
That
it's
is
still
that
on
is where the taking the message to the people bit comes from.
It's about
Oh.
I straight up
it's
did
about
not know this.
immigration to the Americas in the late 1800s. It's Binema. Also, I would like to mention that my queso bacon guac burger has arrived, and it is fucking. I haven't even touched the burger yet, and I'm just eating the fries and the sauce, and it is gas. It is so good. I haven't touched the burger yet.
We got to get the
Sounded
burger
really good.
review once you get to it.
I'm gonna get to it right now.
All right, while he is sampling the burger for the review, we will get to Ginger Islands, which you definitely have something you want to talk about with this.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
so, data loss.
Yeah.
It affects many people every day. It affects me about 5 times a week while I made this level. I swear to God, like, I had to remake, like, the first minute of this level, like, 3 whole times. Because it just kept, like, it kept getting, like, corrupted by this shitty fucking game.
If you or a loved one have been affected by data loss, call this number.
Yeah, other than that, this level was super fun to make.
We're suing Bean for money.
Yep.
It's gonna be broke.
Sure are.
So yeah, the gimmick of the level is in Stardew, there's a place called Ginger Island, and you go there to get these walnuts, and there are 130 of them to be specific. And you may notice there are 130 golden hugs in this
Oh,
level.
holy shit.
And yeah, I tried to theme a lot of the different parts around like sort of the different ways you would get those walnuts in the actual game. This one sort of references like where there's like hidden paths and trees that you have to go through.
Oh, that's sick. Oh my
And
God.
each of the practice points, we should probably go through the practice points for this one, kind
should.
of references the like locations where you get those, and there are parrots on the island that'll like give you hints about where the walnuts are. every one of those is like ripped. Every one of the practice points is ripped from one of those parents' heads.
That is such a good idea.
Wait, that's kind of awesome.
The theming of this level is just crazy.
Yeah,
this part is
definitely-
supposed to be getting walnuts in the dig site. I tried to make like fossils in like the dirt.
Yeah, I see
Oh.
that. Oh my god.
Oh, that's
I always thought those were
bizarre.
like long.
You're actually like a
coconuts.
genius for that. Oh,
What's the artifact guy's name again? Professor Snail.
Professor Snail, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
wish
this is
I was
definitely one of my favorite.
Professor
This is definitely
Snail.
one of my favorite levels from this. Maybe just the whole pack. It's just like so clever.
Yeah, it's really cool. Integrates like the part of the game it's from incredibly well into this game.
And yeah, these last few parts reference the ones you get by cracking open golden coconuts. Which is why the yellow bubbles contain the yellow hugs. And this one, I don't know what this last pattern is. It's just funny.
That's like
Ireland.
the
And we got the we got the Ireland scorecard.
That is.
Alright. Yeah, I was looking through all the practice points. You can
So
total
then
up all of the numbers on here, it is 130. And all of these
yeah.
are ripped straight from the parrots.
And the numbers are accurate to the amount of hugs within that practice point section.
that's so well thought out.
What?
Holy shit.
How are you? What? That's really cool.
Hard gold thing.
Yeah, just the amount of attention to detail put into this entire level is still just awe-inspiring, honestly. Also, not to mention, the practice point colors themselves are based off of the gems that you need for that one walnut.
Yeah, there's a puzzle where you need to get specific gems that you like steal from birds on the island.
Basically, yeah.
And I picked the colors for these practice points off of like the pool of gems that you can have for those puzzles.
Which is also something that I sort of reference in my challenge for this. Because there are 4 big hugs in this first part, each of which have one of the gem colors that you need. Which the only one missing being blue, just because I couldn't randomize the hugs. Believe me, I tried. And this challenge is just fucking scary. Like,
Hitbox check.
like it's coconuts, the colors are very Ginger Island-esque, but there's no real theming other than
1,000
that.
Oh, I like how the golden nut becomes the heart. That's cool.
Yup.
Yeah, that was like...
Keeping up the reference.
Yeah, I think I finished this challenge before you finished Ginger Island, so I think by that point, I'd like already like come up with the idea of the one gold bullet being the heart, like anyway, just independently. But the theming just between the two ends up being really nice anyway. This challenge is fucking scary.
It is. I got hit at the end of it like multiple times,
It's-
and I had to go like back through the beginning part.
It's so
Just,
easy
like-
to get hit in that ending.
Yeah, like missing the last hug.
Also, the audio preview for both of these is like perfect. Like it cuts off at just the right place. That's a fun little fact that doesn't really matter. Next up is exploring our vibrant world, which the only backstory I personally can give with this one is I just kind of gave the song to Celsi and said I feel like you could really work well with this, and yeah.
I low-key don't have a lot to say about this one. I've been thinking about it for like the last 10 minutes. I don't even fucking know, man.
Real as shit.
We call what happened with this level a creative flow state. I do love how these like arrow waves like look kind of incomprehensible at first, and then like they turn into circles as they reach the edge.
Yeah. I do really like this part, though.
I guess
Yeah.
they were circles the whole time, but I mean that doesn't like,
Expanding arena.
translate.
This level took me so long to beat. I got pranked on the most random things
Oh, yeah.
on this level so many
Normal
times.
difficulty.
It is normal difficulty, it's just... I suck.
I think this part's just kind of weird. Was it the? Oh no, it's the part after this.
The part after that's the one that kept getting me.
Oh yeah, I couldn't get enough of negative size domes. I don't know why. I was just something
They're
about
fun.
it.
I flip
They're pretty fun.
of negative side domes so much, so I respect that.
I routed this out at some point. Like, I legitimately had places in the arena that I would always tell myself to go to, and now I don't remember what those are. Yeah, this part,
We're putting this.
there's a lot of little moving parts in here, and you can just get destroyed by them so easily. Me when I'm Circle Samurai.
Ah, the bright
Yeah.
light.
Whoa! I forgot to turn arena tilt off earlier. I think that's an issue. Let's play through that ending again, because that's not how it's supposed to look. Starry
I
Night.
forgot I intended. Yeah.
This also still isn't right, actually. Hold on.
It's over. It's actually over.
That's more like it. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. That looks.
Oh, now
gorgeous.
it's
We out here looking through the telescope.
Yeah. At the bright ass stars in the sky.
And all the stars are exploding.
Fuck!
Speaking of stars, this leads us
Oh,
to the
yeah.
finale
Oh,
for
hey, look at
expansion
that.
1.
A Jolden star is born.
A Jordan.
A Jolden Star is born. I don't really think
what
I
the level's
have
called.
much to say about this other than it's 5 enemies, so I just did 5-way symmetry on basically everything, and those rubbers down there are having a jolly good time. And star.
Five-way symmetry is like low-key goated.
It
Like, let's
is.
be real.
It is.
This level's so fucking beautiful, bro.
It is, yeah.
It's beautiful.
This is Hangy.
This is the only part I have ever made.
Green check.
You have never made another Sound Dodger level.
Solved my laser labyrinth.
It's probably my favorite part in the level. It's so funny. That
I
hard
think the main
grab.
notable part. I think the main notable part is those like the plus like star
this?
shapes that are just like falling.
The Walmart bullets.
Yeah. The Walmart
Yeah, the
bullets.
Walmart bullets. Yes.
Yeah.
Who made this? Was it Iffy who made this?
Yeah. Then we got Fort's part. This got nerfed in expansion 2. That's something I should note.
Expansion true. This used to be. way
Noticing a
harder.
theme.
Why did I
Annie
laugh
keeps
at
making
that?
their shit too hard.
Yeah.
What is her problem?
This part. Oh my god. The amount of like it's so easy to get hit in it like by accident. It's terrifying.
The linears
Yeah,
were
we
never
made
the
an impossible
problem.
level.
The lasers are always the things that got me in this part.
Oops.
Very challenging. I think also my resolution just made it so. I
There
couldn't
is-
see them come.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Oh,
blur on
yeah.
this level, so. And we
I love
have
the way this looks, though.
the awesome ending.
It's so spinny. It's so awesome.
Yep, you're going to the James Bond dimension.
Oh, it's pretty good.
What?
And that's a wrap for expansion 1.
Expansion 1. Alright, I'm being summoned. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Crap.
Which is a shame too, because one of the first ones I was going to talk about in here is this one. But all right, we start off with 2 challenges made for expansion 1 levels. One of which was shadow dropped in 1.2.1, and I'm not sure many people are aware of that fact. I'll start off with this one because this is the one that was initially made and is also impossible.
Oh
And I
boy,
think I
what-
was
what to say
wrong.
about
This
this?
is the challenge. That's the hardest one on the challenge list right now.
Yeah,
For good
this is this is the crown jewel of the challenge list.
I don't know what kind of shit I was smoking when I made this.
Yeah, I don't know either. You made something impossible here, man.
But it is
You
surprisingly
have-
consistent, despite there being like 10 million bursts.
You have you have fucked up big time, brother.
Iffy, you have fuck.
Yep, you have
Yeah,
fuck.
the main thing I started. The
What am I
main thing I
talking
started
about?
with was these like crystal structures, which is supposed to be like the ice.
The crystal
I saw it
structures
looks really
aren't the
cool.
issue with this. It's the fucking burst linears.
Yeah, I started with the crystals, and then I'm like, alright, well, this needs to be a challenge. How do I make this the most fucked up thing imaginable?
Well, you did a great job. Jesus, this is just... There's a reason that my high score on this level is basically 0.
My bad.
37%.
Oh yeah,
like,
getting hit once on this level eats your whole score.
37 fucking percent.
Oh boy.
And then this one, which was the shadow drop one, very fucking difficult also. And only beaten by Zodi, because I think Zodi... Oh yeah, there used to be shadow clones in this. Fucking instinct just kicked in. Yeah, this is...
Oh, this is eye melting.
Yeah. It's a visibility challenge where the visibility issue with these fucking lasers that are just zipping.
Welcome to the cylinder.
Yeah, the only person to have beaten this yet, to my knowledge, is Zodi.
I did not know this existed. Like, until about 30 seconds ago. This is my first time seeing this level.
I was supposed to finish this
Wow.
for the expansion to, when the release happened, and then I just lost all motivation and just scrapped it. And when I think I had to patch something with Summit, and I was just like, I'll finish this, why not? So I shadow dropped it with the release of 1.2.1 and was like, sure. Maybe people will find it, maybe they won't. And yeah, I think this is the first time, like, 3/4 of you are seeing this. Then we have Junimo Kart Expert, which is the last in the saga of Junimo Kart. And hello, bro.
Hello,
bro.
Hello, bro.
Hello.
I don't
Oh,
think
there we
this
go.
was-
That's what I was thinking of.
I don't think this was like something you wanted to do until like I brought up just like have it be like a tradition for you to make a different version of Junimo Kart for every expansion.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on making an expert version of this.
Yeah, it's like a ceremonial thing at this point.
Yeah, with the heart being moved and also being harder. Like, Jesus Christ, I missed it badly there. This basically just takes Junimo Kart and makes it unnecessarily difficult. And also reverses the spin rate.
Oh my god, yeah, I didn't even notice that. What the hell?
Which is actually,
you
I think,
see
a Hangy suggestion. I wasn't initially going to do this.
Never realized. This part's fucked up.
This part is bad. it is all kinds of messed up. It's like Mario Kart mirror mode. I'm legally not allowed to comment on that.
It's red like character. Mario Kart main character.
For those who didn't notice the symbolism, this level is red because red is the evil color.
Yeah, Geometry Dash Demon reference.
Dude, Mario
hell
loves
is
you.
coming?
Mario loves you very much.
Who is
Yeah, the
silencing
Junimo
me?
Kart.
The Junimos.
Oh boy.
I've been hiding something in plain sight from anybody watching this the whole time. That's all I'll say. Next is the intended difficulty of Stardew Valley Overture, which we decided to make a whole 1.5 years later. I said I was
This is what
gonna.
we should have made.
I said I was gonna play this one without Zen, so I could flick through the lasers. So I'm gonna do that. This really just babies down Stardew Valley Overture to the difficulty we really should have shot for to begin with.
Yeah, I feel like this was also made in like a combined total of 3 minutes. So
The
like,
easy
I
one?
feel like we could have. Yeah,
Or, yeah.
I feel like we definitely could have done this. We just didn't for some reason.
Yeah. Feel free to
But I
click
think
that
having-
if you'd like.
Yeah, I think having both difficulties for this is actually really nice.
Yeah, and then it gave us a good reason to actually move this to the beginning of the pack like we wanted. Oh, I got hit. Well, I did it the first time. That's what counts.
I think I was like kind of I think like when we were sequencing this, I was like kind of defending Junimo Kart being like still at the front, just because like it just felt more like an intro to this pack to me, and I guess I felt more attached to it, but I don't know.
I mean, it was like that for a whole year and a half. I was not sure about the decision myself too, but I also just felt like the original vision was to have this first, so it just, that and it being Stardew Valley Overture just thematically made sense.
It's the first song you hear when you open the game, so
Yeah.
like...
You can flick these ripples too if you're brave enough.
Wow. No hugs. Isn't that a crazy idea?
Yeah, I ended up making the nerfs to this section. It's amazing how much easier that part is without the hugs. Hello, Celsi in chat. I'm trying my best to look at chat, but A, not much is happening, and B, it's hard to read chat and play levels.
I didn't
They're
get
also-
to say it in the... I didn't get to say it the original time we did this level, but this ending is inspired by that one transition in Lampposts.
There is also a Hertz bug on that ending where the pluses don't get eaten by the domes. That's been an issue
doesn't
since
really-
day one, and we've never fixed it.
They don't like ever really hit you though if you just stay in the center though,
Oh,
right?
they can. They definitely
They
can.
do?
Well, most of the
I've,
time
like,
they don't, but they can.
Yeah, I've seen that happen. I've never seen it like actually hit the player.
You can avoid it if you want to, but it's possible. Just not likely, I guess is what I'll say. Anyway, this fucking level.
Hey, the lava dwellers.
This takes everything
True
you knew
edition.
about the original and makes it about 10 times harder. The bubble streams here are, like, in a way, not this one, but the first two, are, like, in a way, inspired by those linear streams from the original. And then we have the OBS logo.
Yep.
And yeah, the connector from the original to this one here are these linears, which are basically the exact same shape, and the only purpose that they serve is just as a bridge from the original to the expert. They don't really do shit for the part other than that. Where do I usually go in connection to this laser? Right here. Then there's this, which is just deceptively hard.
Oh yeah. I remember getting hit by this so many
Oh,
times.
what is this? I don't remember the part. Yeah. Oh boy.
And this is when I entered my shift filter era and things, so we have the
This is a great part. This is a great part to trick shot your dog too.
What?
I'm not gonna explain that at all, by the way.
just watch his completion of the level and you'll know.
Okay. Right.
I don't think
I know exactly what I'm doing as soon as this.
I don't
live
think
stream
Ash
over.
is in chat anymore. If you are, hello. Wait, they're at work. They're definitely not in chat.
Yeah, you don't know that.
I don't know that. Maybe they have the stream on at work, in which case, fuck you guys.
That has happened many times, actually.
I know it
OMG,
has.
a big hug.
Yeah, not a big hug, by the way. One of the
Pranked.
only times I've seen Iffy alt F4 this game.
Oh, I love imagining how that call went, watching that happen.
Oh, it was awesome.
Oh lord.
This part used to be way harder.
There used to be linears and rubbers here.
Yeah. Like
Oh, fucked up.
like very similar to the original, but like
Instead of
just more.
homings and linears, it was fucking rubbers and linears. I went way too fucked up with that.
Yeah. Because it was that part, and then this part and the ending right after it.
I missed
Fucking
that one.
terrifying.
You just got so much grace off that one hug.
I did, yeah. My ability to not get hugs cannot be understated.
Yeah, all these linears used to be
3.
like, waves, didn't they? Yeah.
This ending is just... You can't sit in the middle for that, by the way. My hand just fucking hurts.
Knew it.
They clear right before you can get all of them. Alright. And now we have the Expansion 2 Originals, which is 20 fucking levels. We went crazy with it.
What's wrong with those?
Just, what's wrong with me? I asked you guys to do this. Never let me run a pack ever again.
It's crazy.
We have
You didn't
Star
even pay
Watcher.
us.
Fucking, I paid Iffy, but that's unrelated. We have Star Watcher, which is made by the Celsi with the artist badge in chat. This went through a few different iterations too, I think, because the original version of this, like, ended up being just difficult to play. Like, there were some things that were just kind of impossible to route through. And then every time you got hit, the outside ripples just turned red, and you couldn't see half the level. So now getting hit is a lot more difficult to do.
I appreciate that the hardest part of this whole level is at the beginning. And not
Yeah.
later on.
If you need to restart, at least you can do it early.
Yeah.
This was finished before Expansion 1 even came out, and I don't really have anything to comment on myself, and I don't think Celsi really has much to say either. This is just kind of another one of those flow state levels. And it just is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the decision to put this at the end of the pack?
Yeah, I can do that. Despite this being one of the 2 easiest levels in the pack, we made the decision ultimately to put this one directly before Summit, the 39th level in the pack. Just as a way to kind of... well, there's 2 real reasons for it. One of them, this one feels like a really fitting level to just have at the end, like just with the vibes that you get from it. But like a more practical reason too is to encourage you to just like explore the pack a little bit more. Like you don't have to play things in their exact order. Like you should be able to move around the pack and just play different levels whenever you feel like it.
Yeah.
So
there's like a lot of like sentimentality to this song, like in game too.
there is, yeah. This is the only song from any of the hard events that we ended up using. This is I don't know which one. I think it's either Meru's 8 or 10 hard event, which is one of the ones where you're like at the point of basically dating her. So like there's in-game like feels to this song anyway, and it just feels like a good one to have like towards the end.
Yeah. It's like the last song that says goodbye before you get sent to Davy Jones' locker in the final level.
Yeah. Fucking hell, we made a mistake with Summit. Settling in by Zane. Zane is
Wow.
unfortunately not here to talk about this level, but Hangy, if you have anything you'd like to say about it, you have some history with this, so you could probably explain it pretty well.
I was just gonna say rest in peace to what the fuck was it? Elliot's solo, violin solo, and or no, it's piano theme.
Yeah, and the
Emily's Dance.
Emily's Dance, and also A Land of Green and Gold, which I was gonna
yeah.
make for a time.
But we all got burnt out, so we just didn't do it.
If we made 20 fucking levels, I mean, it was gonna happen. Am I on the wrong side of this laser or the right side of this laser? I'm on the right side of this laser.
Both, I think, isn't it? Because
I'm one of the
one's a
heart.
heart route, one's a non-heart route.
Yeah. The right side is always the heart side.
I hope the house fucks up for you. I hope you get like a fucked up amalgamation of house bullets.
I'm streaming to OBS and Discord, so it's very possible that could
Damn
happen.
it! No, it's normal. No, it's normal.
They done fucking made our house normal. How could they? I'm glad to see that we fixed the transparency not existing with these hugs. Because when we initially shipped this, the transparency was just gone.
Looking back on this, is like such a meme of a level.
It's really funny.
That
Like, it
kind of was the
doesn't-
point, if I remember, though. These pluses are just still fucked up. The fact they come back in the arena.
Oh yeah, it's like a super long setup for the park coming up. It's really cool.
Blink and you'll miss it. Hello, bro. I have an idea. We're gonna see if it works.
Oh boy.
This ought to get your house to have some issues. This is the wrong part.
No,
is
this
it?
is normal. I like legit don't. I have no idea why it broke.
I don't know.
Because I was totally playing. I think I was playing on my normal stuff. Actually, no. That's definitely why. No, I take it back. I know exactly why it broke. It's because I was playing on 240. Oh, forget it. Like there were two separate instances of it breaking. The first one was like all the structure was wrong. The second one was the domes didn't appear.
Yeah, that was fun.
And so the house was closed. I think that one was first, and then the structure one was second. But
Yeah. Yeah, the house just wants to appear normally now. That's unfortunate. Well,
but it
Source
hasn't.
do
That
trust
bug.
me.
Neither of those bugs have happened to anyone else since. So it must have just been like it must have just been the ghost. I don't know.
All right, we come to the Massaroni fucking puzzle level now.
Ice Carbon Iablo X.
Fucking, basically. It's a big world outside. This is probably one of the most awesome uses of Trail. There it just is, period. But, I mean, God, it is just a puzzle. And I don't know how to route it.
It is a doozy. It's a little bit of a doozy.
For sure. You have to, like, plan your movements before you do them. I'm on the wrong side. I don't know this level at all.
Yeah. It does a good job of like making it all make sense, though. I think.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. It's just it's one that you have to learn it, or you're not going to be able to do it.
It was
It
really
is very
fun
satisfying.
going through each section in practice and like figuring them all out, and then stringing it all together in one run. It was just really fun.
How did that one not finish? How did that one finish? Jeez, that was interesting. Roller coaster
Game
of
works in
emotions.
mysterious ways.
It does.
Anyway, you get a break for a bit because
So yeah, this is the hardest part of the level.
nice, supposedly.
Oh, this part is evil.
Oh yeah, because they like the slight twist or something. Or I think that might be there.
Yeah, all the bullets are slightly twisted.
Yeah.
It's
So
it's
you
kind
have
of it's kind of difficult to remember like how you're supposed to like avoid these bubbles too. Like you're supposed to like sort of like go around them like from like the back of them, so you don't like
Sort of, yeah.
so your trails don't run into them.
Boy, that was clear a lot earlier than I remember. Another little break section, and then we get to the part that I genuinely don't know how to do.
Oh, this one.
Damn, I should probably be talking about this level because I made it. Yeah, you just gotta sweep like right before you gotta sweep the lasers right before you. Yeah. I'm such a smart guy. Damn, I figured that out.
Well,
How the fuck? What the hell?
I don't know how. I just have an innate ability to miss hugs. It's just me.
But yeah, I really like the sweeping the edge of the arena thing. It's very clever. But that's insane.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh, this is like the freaking combination of like
Welcome
parts
to
pulled up.
TikTok clock.
TikTok clock. I'm actually pleasantly
I don't know
surprised that
why I
you're
call
doing
this
part, like,
section TikTok clock for. I don't know what's wrong with me, like mentally.
It's
Mario
it's okay. I don't
Burger.
know what's wrong with me. I understand. Sorry,
Come on, get the purple ones.
on. You're gonna get the purple. Yeah, there we
Fucking
maybe
game.
go. Yeah, there we go. Fucking game.
And then this ending is just beautiful. Like,
Oh, can you do it? Can you do it?
do what? All the
I'm
hearts?
Hearts?
I'm curious to see how many you're gonna get.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
I
pretty
kind of
much.
ran into the GG a little bit, but I did get them all.
Yeah, you might have got hit there.
It's entirely possible.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
6 full points of graze, Jesus.
Yeah, it has to happen.
Dude, you're the
with
Wow.
goat. You're the goat, man. You're the
Maybe
goat.
we need to put this shit in sound off immediately.
That's what I'm saying. Wow.
This.
So here we have Ted 2.
So we have
Yeah.
Sunswell if it was a Stardew Valley. Close your eyes if you are sensitive to the sun. He doesn't. D4 didn't really have anything to talk about with this one, but the one point that he wanted me to bring up is every time we asked for the bloom to get turned down, it got turned up instead. So that
The sun can
was.
blind my orange eye.
The sun will blind your orange eye. What the fuck? There's no escaping this. Oh yeah, and this level has rap, so it is.
It's got rap.
It's a logic puzzle. I can't fucking see
like
those bubbles.
Is this like the lateral thinking puzzle portion of the pack?
This is the
Gosh.
try to make sure that your eyes survive portion of this pack.
Oh boy.
I can't see shit.
The amount of ideas in this level involving like a large circle of the arena being sectioned off is really cool. I like how on theme it stays throughout.
Yeah, its theming is very good and very consistent. It's just holy shit, I cannot see.
Wasn't the class background like also make it like totally it's like a random number?
Essentially,
Is it possible for you to
Yeah,
see
there's,
like
like,
the percent on
Sunswell.
the bottom half?
yeah.
It's just like
Cloud RNG is a literal thing with this level, and it's kind of unfortunate, but also really funny.
God, I can't believe Cloud RNG is the actual thing that means something.
Yeah, words that do mean something.
Words that do mean something.
Ding.
Ding. One of the few victories that we did have in getting this level to be more sight readable was changing the color of those hugs. They used to be way brighter.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, this part used to have 5 sections, didn't it?
Yes. The first one used to be 4, this one used to be 5.
Evil.
Well, he is part of Evil Gang.
It's
Did you
true.
know that- Did you know that Veil is an inner evil?
Veil rearrange spells
Okay.
evil. Coincidence?
Did you know?
Thoughts?
I love this part. This is my favorite part. The whole level.
This is my least favorite part.
How many runs did you end up losing to this?
Alright.
All of them.
Oh. I see.
Wow.
Like, I have a grudge against this part of the level. I will kill D4.
Burst ending.
Ooh.
Oh, the sun like goes down as well at the end.
God, this is a
Really cool.
fucking wrist destroyer.
Oh, did you talk about the reason that this level isn't eligible to be put in any sound off pools?
Yeah, because of cloud RNG. it's actually awesome how that's just a thing.
It's actually freaking amazing.
Why not take a break? You can pause the game by pressing plus. Alright, we now have Calico Desert. Did you know that because of genetics, all deserts are girls? Well, if you didn't, now you do. This is a very nice and simple Jello banger.
Yeah. So that means Jello's gonna call it boring at every opportunity.
Sometimes less is more.
This one is simple but so fun.
Yeah.
Also,
Joe,
I
you
love
need
the
to make
filter
more
usage in this level.
I think when you do that, it's pretty cool. We love simplicity here.
We do.
I really like the up and down linears here. They kind of look like a bazaar kind of market stall or whatever.
I hadn't even thought about that before.
Oh, the filters in this part are so clean.
The story behind adding a filter to fucking make the desert like Breaking Bad filter is also really funny. And how Jello was so pissed that made the level look better. You have
Bravo,
so much
Vince.
time to get these things.
There's low-key still time.
There's low-key no more time.
Guys, sound off levels are due tomorrow.
Sound off levels were due 2 months
true.
ago. We messed that one up a little bit.
You ducks are due. Not the problem. I'm just like, saying nothing. I'm sorry. I'm like half here right now.
I get that completely, don't worry.
Wow.
My hand is fucking real shit hurting. Alright, we got this
Oh,
one now.
Jesus Christ.
So before I even open the level, we need to discuss this.
So yeah, this is the concept art for this level. So yeah, as we know, this is an open world level. I have the concept of a central area surrounded by 4 different areas, and this is me mapping that out as well as how you would get between the parts. And yeah, it's
I can
beautiful.
see that.
Yeah, it is a
So-
work of art. Alright, I don't remember the routing to this at all, but we will do it anyway. I don't have live splits open, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's over. So yeah, this is a speedrun category for Sound Asher 2.
I don't even have live splits installed on this computer.
This might
Anyways,
be the
yeah.
craziest level in the pack.
Yeah, so in the Deep Woods, I really like this track. Even though you don't hear it very often, you don't really have to come to the woods super often unless you're farming hardwood.
Which is everyone late game.
Yeah. Even then, you only hear it for a few seconds, but I want to make a level to it, and I was always just like, this is like the theme of like an RPG like forest area where you just like get completely lost, and that's where this. Do you have Arena Tilt on?
I do not. I was gonna say, it feels like this part of the level didn't form correctly. Important that you play with tilt on, because it looks normal when you do.
Read the notes. I made it very clear.
Please, for the love of God, turn on camera tilt, or don't if you're me. Whenever you pause too, it just turns off, so that's awesome.
But yeah, I wanted to do an open world. I had the idea of 4 different sections that each have like a different gimmick. And the south gimmick has a time warp gimmick, where everything is affected by time warp. Crazy.
Wow.
And yeah, each section has like one like main quest, which is those big hugs. It has the side quest, which are the normal hugs, and it's got the secret hugs, which are like the extra collectibles. And yeah, each area has the same amount of things you need to get, which helps with figuring out where everything is, I think.
I don't actually know what that number is, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
I think it's... Let's see, I think it's one big hug contraption. I think there's 7 normal hugs and 3 hidden hugs. It's either that or 8 and 2. So there should be 40 normal hugs and 4 big hug things. Oh yeah, so that was the northern area. The gimmick was a ripple focus. And eastern area, this part is terrifying. This is a homing focus part. I wanted to just do a really tight path with homings that'll track you, and you have to try and manipulate the homings to open up the path for you. That heart sucks.
That heart is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, that's a good reason I go down this path first.
And yeah, this level has wrap, which let me do another cool routing thing where you can go across the arena to the opposite end through the arena border. And that's another way you can just like I want to just what?
You can choose to just go through them if you really desire.
Yeah, I basically just wanted to give a bunch of different ways you can route this hollow hero, Brian.
I forgot about that.
I've really never seen that. Are you?
That has been there for a very long time.
Fuck, that scared me. Do you know who that was?
Did you see it?
When you see it, you'll shit bricks.
Yeah, as I was explaining, I tried to make a bunch of different ways to get between the different sections because I wanted there to be like a million different ways you could do this and still get back on time. That's another thing. When I finished making all the gameplay for this, I still had the song doing only one cycle, so it was actually impossible to do everything.
Yeah, we had to have this
before the song ended
extended in order to make it like actually feasible. We can take a look around too, just through Zen here. Fucking.
You unlock the glider.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make the level possible, I went in and made the song loop another time, which gives enough time to get everything.
Your cursor learned
wow,
fly.
good job.
First try.
This is my favorite one in the whole pack, I think.
It's pretty good.
It was something.
It is the most different of anything else, by far.
For sure, for sure.
Okay, next we have the Smell of Mushroom, which is I think an overall just really kind of fun project between me and Hangy, where we just kind of threw the level back and forth a bunch, and didn't really have any central vision other than you with the food.
Yeah, I was getting into like I was getting into goofy bullet art, so I was like, hey, let's make like a food-themed level. Let's have some like Stardew Valley food items for no reason. Except that it's Stardew Valley, so that's what I did.
Well,
the colors of this level do give me like heavy Thanksgiving vibes, which also kind of plays into that, I think.
Yeah, that was definitely, when I made my part of the color palette at least, that's definitely what I was aiming for. Nice heart grab.
Food color scheme.
So much food.
Yeah, I just was kind of going off vibes with all my stuff. Like, this just being a time warp section kind of matches the marimba in the background, and there's a lot of wind, so I did a lot of streams.
Hi, D4.
Hello, D4. Unfortunately, we have already talked about sun level.
Okay.
Right.
Goodbye.
That was pretty good.
She's not interested.
That's
We have a jump scare coming up. There it is.
Corn!
Corn.
That caught so many people off guard during the premiere.
Did you guys see that?
Did you see it?
I'm not on the side of this I want to be on.
I think this is like the first part that I solidly made. First part of mine that was done.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
what led into the food stuff.
We have this part, which is fucking scary.
Oh yeah. You do not.
Watch
get a
out
lot
for
of
the
time.
fake hugs.
Those, I tried to make those fake hugs. I don't think they look like hugs, but I do think they're actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Pretty
they're
cool.
indecipherable.
They're just little guys.
They're just having a jolly good time down there.
This part's fucking
Yeah.
sick, by the way. I love the movement in sync with the music.
This is literally just a rip-off of Nature's Crescendo.
It
It's a good
works
level
so
to rip
well.
off.
I mean,
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, it is. That's what I did with this part, is I just ripped off Nature's Crescendo.
This is definitely my favorite part.
This
that I
part
made.
is so fun. Not to mention
What
what you do with the
They
linears.
do like the white bullets. They like turn into the color
Strange
bullets.
Bun.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
Strange Bun. There's some more food items.
I loved fucking like playing this level and then playing the actual game some more and discovering like what all these references were.
Mm. Oh, yeah, this is definitely an ending too. It's supposed to like lead into winter, so that's what's going on there. I think my goal with this level at least was like, okay, if I don't want to make this like super difficult in terms of bullet patterns, I want to make it difficult in terms of visuals, where like the mushroom part is like hard to see kind of thing, and there's like lots of effects going and filters and whatnot.
Yeah, and the thing that I remember too is we tried to make sure to have different filter combinations over each part, like when possible. So
Oh yeah, right.
that was like one of the things that we had going. I never took our names out of the practice points. Huh.
Fine.
I thought I did.
Oops.
Well, it seems like every level with practice points that are supposed to be one thing just get turned into another thing, so who knows. We have this level, which is a story on its own. Spirits Eve Festival, I made initially in Sound Dodger 2, and then by hands turned it into a Sound Dodger Plus level. Not in Plus, but by typing in the XML. Eventually that got old, so I just built the level in SD2, had both games open at the same time, and rebuilt it in ST Plus. And the whole concept of just having it be a Plus level is like the simplicity of this song just kind of feels like something you'd see in Plus. So I was just like, why not?
It's true. It does suit the game very well.
It does, yeah. And I'm playing it in 2 just because I don't feel like opening Plus.
Okay. Yeah. Who's opening Snodder Plus? And never mind. I'm not
Me,
gonna
when I
use
have to
this.
re-record, maybe we should / non-consent because my fucking recording got fucked up. I'm still so pissed
You
about
wouldn't have
that.
to shoot my dog because I'm bored.
Then I have to up the stick. I don't know how the saying goes. Ash, you...
The saying.
It is a saying by technicality.
You know what they say.
Well, yeah.
You know what they say? The best time to shoot your dog is playing Lava Dwellers.
Okay.
Who is they?
Fucking Geet.
Geek.
Fucking Geet, man, every time.
Every time. Geet under fire for recent collaborations.
I like how much of this level is like the plus is coming towards the center. That's a very Sound Dodger Plus type level thing, isn't it?
Yeah, very
Like,
much.
you have to grab them in sync with each other.
I had to
Did I say
study.
the plus is coming to the center?
You did
or
say that. I had studied a few plus levels before making this. Despite the fact that I have only been like an active part of the community for about 2.5 years, I did start on plus in 2019. So I have experience with plus before this. You just wouldn't really know it. Because my plus stuff is garbage.
28 stab wounds.
So, yeah, that's the level that we made. This.
Windy.
No way.
I can't route this for shit. But
Have fun.
Yeah.
God, I
Good luck,
love
have fun.
this level.
Hi. What was like the span of time in which we made this?
2
Like,
days. Maybe 1 day even.
This was like a 2 day effort. The idea like aesthetically was like I sort of noticed again that like Nocturne of Ice and Ancient were sort of forming like a day-night cycle in the track list, and I sort of like wanted to try and complete it with this song. So I went ahead and was like, hey, I'll claim this song, and Iffy already claimed this song, so we ended up just grabbing a collab slot and banging this out. Like,
You guys had me scared to death with the deadline on this one.
Yeah.
like concerningly tight. This is the part.
The majority of our work on this level was like the image of the guy on the couch with the beer in the remote.
Yep.
And then the last like 2 days before deadline, we're just like, yep, time to make the level.
Fucking.
Yep.
I was
just coming
in
up
fear about us having enough time to get this thing out.
So yeah, this is my part. It's horrifying to route out, but it's really satisfying to get down.
Yeah,
For once I actually wasn't going for snow with the visuals. These are supposed to be like sort of shooting stars and or fireworks.
which is very easy to be misinterpreted as snow, though, just based on how it looks.
And based on the patterns that we've had with the winter levels.
Yeah.
We love our snow.
Yeah, I like the red here. I don't know like what the red's giving like hyper light drifter. I don't know.
Wait, I see that. Oh, this last part is so good. I love it.
Speaking of snowflakes, you missed a hug, by the way.
I know I did. There was no way I was getting back to that one.
God, this song is so good.
This is my favorite of the winter tracks. I almost had us collaborate on this instead of Ancient for Expansion 1, and then I just didn't have any ideas for this at the time. But honestly, I think things worked out in the end.
Yeah, this is still one of my favorite levels. You missed a hug.
I told you I don't know how to route this out, man. I'm gonna miss all the hugs in fucking Summit. You already know it.
It's over.
So my ideas for this level were a year late and came in the form of this, which is probably my favorite challenge that I've done in the pack. It's a little basic, but visually, holy shit.
This was made like way before the actual like main level was made, right?
Yeah, yet again, I finished a challenge before you even started really the main level.
Happens.
You started Ginger before the challenge was finished, but like, you didn't really work on it outside of my fucking laptop at the farm until well after this.
Yeah, and shout out the data loss incidents yet again.
Fucking like the 3 of them that happens, yeah.
I think I was holding off on playtesting this one for so long because I was so scared of it. Like,
it is scary.
Jesus, this challenge is a lot.
There's a lot of moving parts, literally, that just make it a ton to keep track of. Never mind the shadow clones.
Just a random note, but I feel like I've never seen inverted shadow clones before this level. Has that been done before?
I don't think it has.
Not that I can.
Not
remember.
like publicly, at least.
Like, it's so weird seeing the white shadow clones chasing you.
Yeah, inverted test is also something that wasn't done a whole lot. At least not like an inverted test that makes it actually black. Which is the
I
whole.
don't know, I think I recall seeing a couple like clips in the levels channel of just people being like, "Hey, this is the cool thing you can do with filters and stuff."
Yeah,
And it's just like inverted. I think inverted like just normal clones I saw a couple times too.
yeah. No, there was nothing ever really like finished with either the inverted shadow clones or inverted test though. Like, I think maybe there's the chromatic aberration challenge in the main game, but that doesn't really capture the same feel as the background that I made here. So I don't know. It was just me trying to experiment with a few different looks, which I think I did fairly well on. I have to change my frame rate for this, so I don't get yelled at by Asher.
This level is a little harder on 144. It's like manageable, but still.
I don't even know if it's necessarily harder on 144. It's just the aesthetic isn't the same.
Yeah, because it's echo based.
Yeah.
So hi, I made this. This sort of like started as like a challenge idea, but I think like as the thing I wanted to do for this level like wasn't working. I just sort of like pivoted to this sort of echo sonar idea. And decided to make a full level out of it. Keep it, simple and easy.
Which it is, and is also just beautiful.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah.
Shouts to the subtle hits of bloom in this one.
Oh, is the heart coming up? I think.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah. So I really like the heart in this level.
This heart placement made me feel like the greatest sound object creator in the world.
Boy, have I been there before. Yeah, that's so real. It's just like it's like you get one idea and you're like, oh my god, I'm cracked.
The idea of it is it's basically like a hitbox check. So there's 6 hearts, 5 of them are behind bubbles, and one is behind an arrow. And so like once you see the arrow through the sonar, that's how you know that's going to be the gettable one.
Yeah. Okay.
I've played this enough to where I just kind of know where the big hugs in that part are at this point.
Yeah.
I like that it gives you plenty of time to collect the hugs too. I feel like I play a lot of levels where it's like super strict. On on that kind of thing.
How does this level look on like high frame rates? Is it like Echo's different?
Because Echo is frame rate based, the this laser trail, like, this is where the laser
it's really
is.
Gone.
That's the end of it. Like there is no sonar.
It's like nothing.
Yeah.
That's so lame. That's really lame.
It's more reasonable on 144, which is what I beat it on for my completion, but I played it on 60 in the premiere, so it actually looks normal.
But just for scientific, never mind, I guess we can move to the next level.
No. I'm scientific always. Do you want 30?
30 FPS.
Oh, God.
I gotta see it. I'm so.
The practice points in this level are pretty good, I think.
Let's go down to 30.
I don't know. I don't recall seeing. Oh Lord.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
wow.
it's ever present.
Oh boy. See, this is why I should always put in 30 FPS to make the levels so much easier. So you can see so much more.
Exactly.
Feel me? Thought? I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Alright, let's get the practices. I've never actually read these before.
Oh. What? Oh, that's good. Right.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's so
funny.
true. Oh my. Yeah, I did not read those until now. All
Oh
right,
yeah,
Starlumpy.
shouts
Fishing
to the
minigame.
original.
Fishing
Never mind.
minigame.
Shouts,
Fishing
yeah,
minigame, yeah.
shouts to
Let's
the
go
original
fishing.
zip
Nice.
file name for this level too, which was so immersive and breathable.
Oh,
Yeah, you submitted that to me, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Wrong with you. You can't just say that.
They did, I fear.
Oh lord. Oh,
I
All
can't
right.
say anything I want, unfortunately.
Fishing minigame.
Ooh, fishing
The
minigame.
routing for this one is evil, and Hangy's deafened, unfortunately. But the
Hangy.
premise behind this one is
Sure.
just quite
Yep.
literally the fishing from Stardew Valley.
True, and it's done really well here, I think.
we catching the glacier fish with this one.
Average glacier. Oh yeah, that's a fun one. We put the exact same description in our videos without even realizing it.
Yeah, we both reference catching the glacier fish in Stardew Valley, which is like, I still think the legend is harder, but glacier fish is definitely at least the second hardest fish to catch.
I
in the
think
game.
the glacier fish is so much harder. It is a bitch to try and do.
I agree.
It is a bitch.
Average glacier fish. That's all that needs to be said.
I think the burst at the ending there used to be faster, but or I'm trying to remember. It used to like trap you a lot more
Yeah.
easily.
Yeah, they used to trap you a hell of a lot more. Fissy.
Oh my god, you're right. Hold on one sec.
I'm not. That wasn't me. Hangy said it in chat. So.
Thank you, HangyKing.
Next we have
I call
Starlumpy.
trash. I call
Yup.
rude.
Yup. Hold on, I must Fissy too. Uncommon fish 99. Let's go. Okay. So Starlumpy is something that was started by Wes and I finished because he just completely lost steam.
Oof.
But the idea was mostly shooting stars and meteors for this first part. Like there's your meteor. The pluses are supposed to be shooting stars.
That's right. Yeah, Hangy said, "Did you see you can chart last FM with the Fissy bot?" Demonstrated it in the.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why, but yeah, you can.
I love the colors in this level.
Yeah, this was mostly a West thing. I added, I think, 2 or 3 colors myself, though. One of them being the transparent linears, because, yeah, of course I did.
Transparent bullets the best.
This part is hard. There's a lot of
Yes.
player aim bullshit that goes on in this level, which is all my fault. If I was going
We can
fight.
do
This
Yes,
part isn't quite as hard, but it's like super stressful.
This part is stressful, and this is my favorite part in the level. Just by looks alone. Like, this visually is so cool.
Yeah.
Hello, Drink My Green.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
We
Yeah.
are... What's up?
You
I really
winning?
like the ending to it. Like you have to set it up with all the player aim bullets to put
Yeah.
yourself in a good position.
We're still doing the commentary stream.
Oh,
Yeah, we're still a good ways away from Summit. There's so many fucking levels. Crystal Bells is next. This one was in development for like over a year because we both got just stalled so many different times in the development of this level.
I also never really had any ideas for it, which was part of the issue.
Same. But I also didn't really know which other mines track I would have wanted to take. Because that was basically all we had left that we could work on.
Seven enemy level. I didn't even realize until now.
Yeah, it's
That's
a bit of
wacky.
an oddity. In the end, like, my lack of ideas just turned into let's do a bunch of stuff with the center enemy. And like patterns similar to the one that is seen here. and God, it became insanely stressful to play this part.
Oh, that's right, isn't it? Like, if you missed like one of the hugs right at the start, you basically can't get it.
You're kind of boned, yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what to do here, so I just made it kind of a free-flowing, node-specific route part.
Part's pretty fun.
And then the thing that I'm happiest with is this filter transition into your part.
The big spin.
The big spin.
This is like the only pattern idea I had in the entire level that I like actually planned out beforehand, and yeah, this is my favorite part of the level.
Oh yeah, it's like you have to like delay when you start collecting the hugs. I really like it.
Yeah, this is probably the most terrifying part of the level, but I'm really happy with this part.
Jeez, I filled that out fast.
You missed one.
You missed one. Get it!
Come on,
Stop!
come
No,
Stop!
Nice.
Oh, there we go. Now we're talking.
I don't want to be there.
You're supposed to be there?
No.
Okay. was gonna
Decidedly
say, like, ooh.
not.
That's a tight squeeze. Yeah.
For the ending, I don't really think there's much that's too notable, except for one thing. The bell!
Oh.
I love the bell.
Somebody's completion of that has to have the Taco Bell over those.
Yeah, I think I spent more time making the bell bullet art than I spent, like, making the entire rest of my part.
That might be true.
But I wanted the bell because it's funny.
God, the bullet art is just so beautiful.
Yeah, not really a lot to say on that one. This was just kind of a slogfest for us both, but we got there in the end.
Yep, it's a filler level.
This... okay. I don't know where to start with this.
Man, I'm fucked up, bruh. I'm sorry.
That's one way of putting it. My
Wrong, you
God.
know,
I'm not even.
I don't know how to do this
I'm
right.
not even gonna like. Don't. I'm gonna need everyone here to not criticize Vale for this because this was so. It's like so.
I'm not a good enough
I'm
player
not
to
thinking, like-
comprehend what's going on here.
You
So,
just did it
like-
right. Good job.
I think this intro kind of just speaks for itself. I think the idea we had for this was the part that's coming up.
Jesus.
The whole, the tunnel of like doom and hell, and whatever.
Playing this without the sound off patch, or Zen, by the way, hard. You touch one bullet in this
Come with
part,
me.
you're dead.
And you'll see in a world of pure imagination.
Oh yeah, you can't get
I'm not
too
playing
close to the
your
outside
XP.
here.
You went through
Again,
a
I don't know
couple
how
things.
to play this right.
I heard the word tunnel, and that's what started playing in my head.
Oh.
Can you tell that part required some Desmos magic?
Yeah.
I like those linears.
Yeah,
at
I
the end,
did.
it's
Oh my
really
God.
nice.
It was like I thought of this like when
You
I
know
was
what?
just getting into like Desmos
Fucking-
Dodger, and I was
fucking-
like, dude, I can make like a tunnel out of like wave, like a sine wave, right? So yeah, I'm terribly sorry to anyone who's already at this level.
Evil goddamn
It's
level.
locked.
It's super cool.
And
Yeah, it's
we've
like the hardest
got-
thing that's not Summit.
Yeah, it is the hardest
True,
thing that's not
true.
Summit by far.
Did
We
I
got-
somehow miss?
We got the sphere.
We
Wonder
got
donut.
the marble. Wrong side, sir. Yeah, I'm being mean.
I found my
today. I'm
awesome
gonna
shading
stop.
study.
Azure, have you seen the one like, drawing that's like, what is it? It's like sphere, this soft artists, and it's like, it looks kind of exactly like this, but it's like there's a shadow and it's on the
The
wrong
fact
side.
that the homings disappear inside that dome just becomes a big problem.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have
it's
to like
awesome.
pay
It's like
attention
a
to where they came in, and then kind of time it in your head. It's really interesting
Yeah.
challenge.
It's a lot of
How do you get the
visibility.
How do you get the heart in that? I
Mhm.
don't even remember seeing you pick it up.
I think it just fires 180 degrees away from you.
Oh right, okay, that's cool. It's like in line with the rest of the gameplay where like the lasers make you go all the way to the other side.
this level is this dog is fucked up, bruh.
Thing.
Thing.
Oh, that's what it's called.
Yeah, the heart's a
There we go. It
180
is
degree.
awesome of you.
I see.
Did we somehow miss Never mind. I didn't miss anything. I hope.
We have possibly the most beautiful level in the whole pack here.
Hey, this one.
And it was a beautiful song.
This was initially supposed to be mine, but I got so fucking stuck that I just said, no, I'm done. Gave it to Celsi, and that's the best decision I ever made with this pack, personally. If I made cloth, we wouldn't be here.
We would all be dead.
Yeah. The original idea I had for cloth was going to be an inside the score circle level, which would have been fun to see, but again, I was never going to be able to finish that one.
We don't get many of those.
No, we don't.
Could be a challenge.
Yeah, would this level be
It could be.
possible if you did that to this?
Not this one, no. There's enough instances where you have to go like too far outside.
I just love I love all like the background shit going on here as well.
It's
And also,
laggy as
like-
hell, but yeah, it's beautiful.
I like how when those like really large transparent or translucent linears were crossing over, you can still dodge through the parts where they overlap, and it kind of makes like a false linear that doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
But it's like it's still possible to dodge, which I find really funny. I think this is another free heart as well in this pack.
Yeah. It's a heart that you cannot see yourself pick up. And I mean that literally, because it's just invisible.
Yeah. I love this. This looks 3D. I love that. The ending.
Yeah, I think it's just like a hug pickup or something. It's just a really nice touch. You got Marimba, which I made only half of a part in, so I really shouldn't be credited with this level at all. But this is one I don't know how to route.
I think you can stay like near the outside for most of this.
That's probably
And
true.
be fairly safe.
I'm just scared of those more than anything.
There are some really fun parts coming up in this level, where you can like time the hug grabs to the music, or like
Talking
dipping
about
in
the
and
big
out of-
hug one, that's
Yeah.
my one part in this level.
That part's really fun. So many ribs.
Oh, that's what those are.
I don't know. It could be any.
I'm not really
any
sure
bone.
what those are supposed to be.
Whoever's skeleton this is an incredibly unfortunate individual.
Oh man.
Yeah,
This is actually
was,
me.
This
Here's
was my one contribution of worth to this level, is this part here.
I see. Is this also your part, or is this?
This is back to Celsi. I literally just did that one.
Oh, okay.
I
like
ran out
this
of
part,
ideas
too.
so quickly on this level.
I love the ripples in this part. Like they let you go like right into the like they make it so you can collect the big hugs in two different ways. Like depending on how you time it, it's either easy to collect or like slightly more difficult because you have to go like in the ripples.
Funny heart. Definitely a great visual level. The gameplay is just a little bit scary. This is the teaser level that was out for so long before the pack that most people even forgot this was part of Expansion 2.
I did. That's me.
I was in the wrong place there, but it's fine.
So fun. This level is really fun.
It is.
I had such a,
This is
a
like one of,
blast
like-
making this.
Yeah.
Except for, like, the 2 hours that I didn't. Because I was stuck in an airport in Tampa Bay. And that wasn't...
This is the airport level.
Yeah, this is when my flight got canceled. Channeled my hatred into making something good, though, I guess, so...
If it helps, this is one of like 7 or 6 or maybe less levels that I've already beaten that will still like replay. Like
Really now?
class, I'll be thinking like, damn, I want to be playing this level right now. I'd much rather be playing this, and I do that for like 6 levels in total. And this is one of them.
Well, shit, I'm glad to hear that, and I'm glad you liked it so much.
It's pretty good. Yeah, you're cracked, I believe, at the editor.
Very rarely. Like, there's instances in which I'm certainly not, but
I can't remember if you already said this, but is this like the airport runway had inspired you for the lasers in that part? I'm trying to remember if that was a thing.
not actually, no.
It might have been like a...
The entire inspiration for this level is this part. This part is literally the only reason I wanted to make this level.
This part's sick. It's like a rave. It's really cool.
Good.
I also like the translucent bullets spinning around too.
Yeah.
This level kicked my ass when I was trying to beat it though.
It's a pretty difficult 1.75. Like it's not like the gameplay is super fast, but you have to move super fast to get everything that's there.
It's like the one hug before the disco part.
Oh
was
yeah,
the part that kept killing me.
That
so
hug was only there to like force you to be in the right part of the arena to not get killed by the disco part, though. Because if that hug wasn't there, you'd end up being just like in the wrong place.
True.
All right, I will stop talking now and let you do all the talking for this one.
They let me put a level in this pack, and I'm very happy about it. This beginning part that's like a the best ore in the game. I can't remember what it's called. It's like an iridium ore thingy. Is that first hug, and then these like linears that come out are like the mystic stones you can find, and if you blow them up, it's like meant to be the shrapnel of them. And then these are like the slimes.
That's what that was.
These the rubbers are like the slimes, the purple slimes, which I think I understand is like one of the most dangerous ones.
Yes.
And then this is cherry bomb. I think a lot of this is like in the practice points. I'm trying to remember. I wanted to have like mining be a part of the actual level, so you like clear the way through with domes. Here, and then this is like the worms are coming, I guess. Like,
the worms are coming.
Well, the serpent
approaching.
is certainly approaching.
Yes, this is the royal serpent.
Those homings got fucked.
When I was looking up this song, I should mention actually, I think it's fucked up that I made 3 layers of rubbers in this part. It definitely should have been 2, I think. Like, it's very overwhelming.
Yeah, it is tough.
So if I ever made changes to that level, this level, that would be the first thing I do. But yeah, these are like minecarts going past. Like I think it makes more sense to have 3 lanes for this part.
Yeah, it's a lot more open here.
Yeah. But yeah, like
I'm realizing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm realizing now that in the creation of my levels in the pack, I probably should have actually thought about this video game. I definitely did. I just made bullshit. I need the worm, like a reference to something maybe in the game.
I mean, If nothing else, it just makes it easier to come up with patterns if you just
God.
like reference a bunch of shit from the game.
That's
'Cause
what I
I
did with
was-
Gemsea Giant.
I was playing this fucking
Yeah.
level like in my dreams, like in fucking October of 2024.
the
It's
sound
kind of
dodger
crazy.
effect.
Oh God.
You were cracked at this for sound off. That
My-
was your secret
my-
weapon.
You
Yeah,
were
my
super
sound off strategy was to like get good at like one weird level no one else wanted to get good at, and this was it. So
I love unusual
You
levels.
forgot to ban Visitor to the Unknown again. You fool. Oh, ban
The only reason I was just banning that because it was my own level. I don't know why anyone else did.
Because Azure was good at
Didn't
it.
you play it with? Didn't you play it with arrow keys in the? It's called
In the qualifying, yeah,
or
because I had
something?
to. Because I had to play it.
That's such a fire move.
I had to nerf
my
myself because
God.
I would just win every time. Otherwise.
Yeah.
God.
All right.
Glowstone Grotto.
We have the HangyKing and Dawn collab of Glowstone Grotto, one of the most beautiful levels aesthetically.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love the way this level looks.
You can pretty much thank Dawn entirely because it's really her level. I just sort of hopped on. I mean, I proposed a collab, but like once I did that, she just kind of ran with it, and it's basically just her level. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is where my part ends. That's where my entire contribution ends.
Oh
I
boy.
liked the homings in that part, kind of making like a puzzle of like where you need to be to set them up.
Yeah, no, those homings are fun.
Yeah.
And this entire
I
level
definitely-
having the arena being made of a text object, or like two, I guess, is a very awesome minuscule detail.
yeah, well the quote unquote
Yeah.
arena, it is like fake, yeah.
Yeah. This is an inside the score circle level, purely.
Yeah, I was gonna say I forgot how you like did this. Like the like there is an arena, right?
Yeah,
It's just like there it's invisible.
yeah, the arena itself is invisible, the border is invisible, and all the enemies are hidden. So you can't really see, like, there's stuff coming from out here all the time, you just can't really, like, get a grasp on where.
Can't see shit for shit. Yeah, I see. Also, I don't know what you call those things where the plus is like, oh, my connection, please. Connection.
Your connection does not.
Oh yeah, I
It does
never
not.
even noticed that there were pluses in the
Oh, they're
center of
go-
spirals.
Oh yeah, the spirals. The spirals are cool. Spirals are great. I
They
love
are.
spirals.
And this
I
level
don't-
is
I don't
a
know
hell of
what
a
to say.
vibe.
It's pretty good.
Great colors.
The high
Yeah.
school's lightning alarm is going off. That's cool. Guess it's about to
Uh-oh.
storm here. Alright, now we have
Everyone get done.
fucking, I don't like patting myself on the back, but we have the visual masterpiece that is Gemsea Giant. I mean, this thing just,
We got
we went crazy on this.
You did
Man,
you did in
we
fact, like, this is like probably like a top 10 SD2 level for me. It's crazy.
wow.
It is.
The attention to
I do
detail
appreciate
that.
that.
We put into this level is just
it's like thematically really good. It's really fun. It's the whole package. Like what can you say about it?
we just went
Yeah.
crazy with it.
It's
And
got-
like for Mass, for you
It's
having
a
never
seaweed.
seen what the Gemsea Giant is, you did a real fucking good job.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, I didn't know it was referencing anything.
Yeah.
Also, this is like a really bad time for me to be rendering a video right now because it's fucking up my connection.
Oh dear. Yeah, that would explain it.
I think what's really cool about this pack is that like there's people like me and Mask who haven't really like played Stardew Valley before, so you get like cool sort of perspectives on what these songs sort of represent
Yeah.
from like people who
Yeah.
don't really have the context for them.
It's true.
I'm really
it's true.
happy with what I did for this part. This is more me recycling bullets.
Which is
Really
really
You gotta be
fun.
environmentally friendly. I'm glad that's fun.
Did Ghost Synth inspire you for that, or is this just like a coincidence that
Nah.
they do a similar thing?
I kind of just, I think I literally just made a joke in a call where I was like, damn, we're gonna start recycling bullets more. You know, we're adding carbon emissions, aka bullets going into the arena border because that's what they're supposed to do. And I was like, I'm gonna start reusing bullets. So
Yeah, it's time to do my bit. It's time
Also,
to make
this-
a difference.
but yeah, it's time to make a difference. Yeah, and this level also kind of prefaced Genesis in a way. That level, you guys have heard of it. It's pretty good. Yeah, I love recycling bullets, guys.
I like the ending.
Oh, complete
It's very
challenge.
Oh, of course. This
Oh my
The
challenge.
God,
ending of
Yes.
the previous one is like this challenge.
This challenge went through 2 iterations. I beat the challenge before the heart got changed because it used to be a Vengeful Eyes heart, and I went through
Same.
the pain of beating that, and then we collectively decided, yeah, no, we should just change that heart. And I was like, God damn it! I just went through all that work, and now it's not even the real heart anymore.
Dome flicks. Oh, you got the best.
I am on Zen, but I mean, I've played this challenge too many times.
It's easier than your if you want heart.
Oh. But I'm never gonna hear the end of that heart.
Oh, I will make sure that you know the end of that. So flipping hard.
I think
I
I'm just gonna
respect it.
stop. I'm gonna stop acknowledging the existence of that heart because I'm never gonna go for it ever again.
I'm still that you patched the flick. I will. That's that. I'll never let you forget.
Well, the flick wasn't supposed to be there to begin with, so. As soon as you said that the flick is surprisingly consistent, I was like, yeah, no, I can't leave that in. If it's inconsistent, sure, do it. You deserve it at that point. But if it's consistent, then fuck no.
Brother, it's consistent because I play on 300 FPS.
Oh,
It's
fucking A.
all consistent. Man. Some celebration. I'm so going to see you play this.
I don't
Oh,
want
boy.
I don't want to see me play this.
I do. We're all
Alright.
watching. All eyes
Yeah.
are on you.
Summit is a 10-way collaboration between Hangy, Celsi, Angela, me, D4, Dawn, Viv, Mello, Azure, and Iffy. And my god, we made a mistake.
We fucked up bad, y'all.
We fucked up bad. I don't.
This first part is Hangy's part, right?
Yeah, this first part is Hangy's part. I simply do not.
I wanted to do like a confetti look. That's the only note I have for this. I want to do a confetti look. So I did a confetti look.
I know how to play Celsi's part better than I know how to do Hangy's. That's like probably not good. 'Cause this part is hard.
Is like weird. This part's weirdly intuitive. Like I almost first tried it. I played it for the first time.
I cannot first try a single part of this level, so don't ask me to.
I
also
don't think anyone can.
Zodi probably could. There's a thing with my part that I need to patch smiley face, but that'll be
Are you
done
gonna show it
later.
off?
No, I'm gonna play the part as intended.
Ooh.
I don't want anyone getting any ideas.
Look at my green croissant pluses. Hope there's someone in here who doesn't think I'm insane for saying that. Yeah.
This is D4's part, isn't it?
That's the wrong side. I genuinely don't like. I know what the concept is, but I don't know which sides you're supposed to be on.
This is my favorite part of the level. It's super fun once you figure it out.
Yeah.
And I hate this.
This is Dawn's part, one of the simplest yet most difficult.
This part keeps me from beating the level like every time.
This is
This
a
is
real
fucking
like
difficult.
this is a real pattern that is allowed to exist in Sound Opera.
This is the one I don't know how to route. Like, Vivian's part is a question mark to me.
This one is super weird and surprisingly consistent for like some of the gravity bullets that are included in it.
Yeah, I just don't know where to go.
Dodge my big
I'd have to
balls.
actually watch the route.
It genuinely looks like the whole arena is covered. Sometimes.
Melo's part is fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, did this used to be way harder as well, or is this?
It was
unchanged?
nerfed.
It was nerfed significantly.
I think did we just shrink the bubbles? Is that what we did?
I don't remember what we did for it.
Yeah. And then my
We
part.
did something to give you more room inside the bubble arrow things.
My part
Oh,
was
yeah, I
kind of
remember
rushed, and it's very like.
We had to
You
nerf
did
this
do a
one
lot of it,
after
like,
we
blind.
released it
Yeah.
initially.
I remember
'cause it was
watching
made
somebody
super last
play
minute
it.
to do.
And
Yeah.
That's fair.
And this is Iffy's part, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is
I was just
also
going for, like,
really
big
fucking
bullets.
hard.
Yeah. Holy
And
shit! The move.
Get our
Also-
get our funny heart grab.
The heart, which I did not intend to be there when I made the GG at the end, but it was decided when I was not there that the heart was going in there.
Yeah. We collectively, like, all that were watching it at the time agreed, like, that's where the heart needs to go. So we just kind of did.
And after that was done, I had to go back and make sure the GG was like consistent when it fired, because it's like there was like way less room depending on the FPS you played at to
Yeah.
get the heart, and it was terrible.
Oh god. Yeah, that's Summit and that's the pack.
That's Sound Dodger.
Holy shit.
So let's open the 4 folder real quick.
Oh no. Oh boy.
And you really thought I was gonna let you see that? Come on.
Wow.
Man, what the flip?
But yeah, that is,
I don't like-
in a nutshell,
Dale,
just a
I don't like
starter
that
pack.
stunt.
Will you what?
I don't like that stunt you just pulled with the 4 folder. Down.
I seem to have pulled a few stunts
sorry.
in the last few weeks that you don't like.
Clearly. Alright, what were you saying?
I'm just talking to the 0 viewers in stream. That's basically the Stardew pack in a nutshell. Fucking 2 years of work almost. A good year and a half just to get all this here. We are crazy for making 40 levels.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's like as many
We are
as
crazy.
the main game, isn't it?
It is as many as the main game, yeah. So, never again.
Damn.
I think we can collectively agree as a server, never again. This is
I
just too
agree.
much.
It's time for the NCS pack.
Spoilers. Shit.
Oops.
You didn't hear
Well, 0
anything.
0 years. Nothing happened. Literally nothing ever happened.
Nothing ever happens.
Nothing happens.
Ever.
I'm literally not even here. Massaroni doesn't even.
Discord user Massaroni has left the chat. Yeah, that's just a little bit of insight into some of our processes when making these levels and just some of the events that surrounded it, because we've kind of been a little secretive about these things, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, hopefully that was enlightening to some degree. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. Any of you got comments?
In this game, you
Yeah.
have levels.
In this game, there are levels. You are so right.
Remember,
If you're
the
watching
best time
this
to shoot
stream-
your dog is on lava dwarves.
If you're watching this stream, you are gay.
Yup. And on that happy note, we are going to call it here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really hope you've enjoyed the pack, because we had a blast making it. And just the reception to the level pack has been wonderful for all of us. We all are just infinitely appreciative that you guys like what we put out, because, God, we put a lot of work into making it. So, yeah, thank you guys for the 2 years of playing the pack, supporting us, and just making this all worthwhile. Peace out.
Bye.
Sign up for Sound Off.
Sign up for Sound Off.
Sign up for Sound Off.